misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause it's scary that these rejects could be legendary. Come and have a taste, a tiny bite could poison your fate. You should know the brave, they don't fear the grave. We are the natural ones. The freaks are coming for ya. We've come to play. We are the natural ones. Be careful what you wish for. In the devil's game, we are the natural ones.
Okay, tonight we are playing a game called Dialect. Dialect, if you've never played it, and I'm sure a lot of people haven't,
Cool looking book.
it's a really cool game. I'm really excited for us to play it tonight. The premise right here, a game about language and how it dies. Now, this is a game that is built around collaborative storytelling. We are not playing against each other. There is no winning, and there is no losing. In fact, oh my gosh,
Then what's the point? I'm
let me read something in this book that I thought was so cool. I love it.
I love this part.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad this gift I bought for Greg, like for Christmas, like 4 years ago, is getting its moment in the sun.
I know.
You guys have known each other that long?
Okay, here it is. Gathering the right people is the most important thing you can do in a game. Find people who are excited to build on each other's ideas. The group should be genuinely curious to hear what the rest of the table is creating rather than focused on their own contribution. To be honest, this is a requirement for any game to be good.
That's true.
I kind of love that.
It's our mission statement.
It also then goes on to talk about the golden rule of storytelling, which is be kind and be courteous to each other. This is a game that we start with picking a isolation. And I'll talk you guys through a couple options.
We love our subscribers.
Thank you for that subscription.
Thanks, Caitlin.
Thanks, Caitlin. Oh, I wore my Who's Ashley shirt the other day.
So we'll
did
start.
too.
We'll start by picking an isolation. Basically, all of the stories that we can choose from put us in some sort of isolated scenario where we are on the planet Mars and we are the 200 people who are colonizing Mars, or we are, wherever we are isolated by the nature of the game. And by the end of the game, our isolation will devolve and die. So it's the nature of the game, and it's something to think about. We are creating a dialect. We are creating a type of language. So essentially, and when I talk about creating language, the game is super cooperative. On your turn, you'll do basically two things, and one of them will be create a word. You are totally, in fact, encouraged in the game. The word building can be collaborative. On my turn, I'm looking for a word that means war to our people. Like, what do we think? And you can all talk and offer suggestions, and it's my choice at the end of the turn. But that's how the whole game is designed to function. Is we should always table talk in this game is encouraged. There are scenes in the game, and when the scene happens, you are in character, and you cannot leave character until the other people outside of the scene dismiss the scene. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to go one step at a time. It's a really simple game when I get down to it. The first thing we have to do is pick our scenario. I have picked 3 options for the group, and so we'll just decide which one we want to play. The first is what you see on the screen right now. The world has been abandoned by humanity, but the robots that they created to clean and to do the tasks for them are remaining now without any purpose, and we would be the robots left on the planet.
To Wall-E.
It's very Wall-E. Mm-hmm. Okay. The next scenario, we are toys that are in a toy chest. It's Toy Story, and you can kind of see where that story might go. It's definitely going to be closer to Toy Story 3.
My God.
Wait, which one's Toy Story 3?
With the smelter? Where they're
That's how.
getting sucked into the
Who was the
fan.
bad
Well,
guy
it's
now?
just
Was that
it's
the teddy
important.
bear one?
It's just important to know that regardless of our scenario, it will end tragically. More or less, because they all do. They have to. It's again the purpose of the game is to create and then kill a language.
Toys pull at my heartstrings, so I will cry. If
The
you
last
play toys.
option,
Derek
It's gonna be,
cry.
yeah,
the last option is an English boys boarding school in 1880 or something, where it would be, we don't have to all be boys, but it is a boys' school. So if you want to play a girl, you could be the daughter of the dean, or you could be a woman working at the school, headmistress or something. But this one is very. What's that movie? Captain, My Captain.
Boys.
Oh, well, that was 1950s.
A Dead Poet Society.
Dead
Dead
Poet
Poet
Society.
Society.
A chat with a vote in the chat?
No, I would like to vote. Well, if the chat wants to choose in, now's your time to influence the players, because we should definitely play for what's going to fit our play style. This is a game where tone is really important, and so it's going to be good practice for us, I think. Because in a serious scene, it has to be a serious scene. But if we want to play more lighthearted, the toys are going to have obviously a really lighthearted first half. The robots can kind of be whatever we want to make it to be. That could be lighthearted as well. The truth is, you can play any of them lightheartedly. But it's just important to understand that the nature of the game is that it's going to go wrong in the end.
I'm interested in toys and robots.
Me too. I'm not interested in schoolboys. I'm just gonna say that. Right
I think I like robots a little bit more because it feels much more like sci-fi-y. Mm-hmm. But toys, I also would be fine with personally.
What are you thinking, Ryan?
Of those two,
Well, what was your first response?
my first one was boys. I would want to negotiate the time period, maybe, but husband privileges. But I defer to the regulars, and of those two, the toys would be much more appealing to me than. I'm just not a sci-fi person.
Okay. Care?
Toys and robots. Boys'
Okay.
school feels like something my 16-year-old me would have loved to go to. But I don't think as an adult I want to
You don't want to go to
For
think
sure.
about being in
Weird.
school again.
For sure, the boys' story would involve abusive teachers and things like that. So, it's going to be...
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so if that's triggering, then we should avoid it.
Oh, it's not that it's triggering. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Jace?
I would say robots, toys, school in that order.
Okay, so robots first choice, toys first choice, toys first choice.
Toys.
School.
Well, yeah, but it sounds like it's
I
between
think
the
we
first
should
two.
just do toys. Robots are my first go, but if he's not into sci-fi and he's our guest, and we all are down to do toys, we should do toys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Are we going to
That's
play
fair.
it? We're
Does
gonna
anyone
play
object
it?
strongly?
Yeah. Does anyone really not want to do toys? Okay.
No.
Actually, I only want to do
Boys' school?
what Bianca doesn't want to do.
Love that.
That's fair. That's fair.
And then whatever they kind of come to a stalemate on, I'm the middle choice.
Oh my god.
I'm going to defer my decision until all other decisions have been made. And then I'll let you know that I felt away from the beginning.
You guys were getting really
For
good
a
at this.
perfect, I told you so.
Do you mean away as in separate from, or away as in I felt a certain way?
Just for the
Yeah.
just for the record, Will's vote was the boys' school. So,
Was it?
Oh
It
wow,
was.
not surprising.
but it was BOIZ, so I think it was like
Oh, cool
Sure,
boy
boy
school.
band.
it was like a cool boy band
Ooh,
school.
Or
I
like,
would
what
be down
about
for
Boise,
boy band
Idaho?
school.
Is the school
That
in
would be
Boise?
fun.
You guys, I lived in
I
Boise,
would hope
Idaho.
so. Did you? Wait,
Yeah.
were you doing summer stock?
No, when I was a kid, I lived there.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. My father coached for the Boise Broncos, and I
Is
was
that a
there.
football team?
Yeah, it's like the college team
Cool.
for Boise State. I learned to ride my bike on their AstroTurf, and my only memory of it is that it was blue, bright blue, and I would always see ducks and geese landing on it, thinking it was a big lake. And then they'd be, and then they'd be like, and then they would kind of walk around. They'd be like, rah, 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 rah.
But then
What the fuck is this place?
yeah.
oh God.
I mean, luckily, Idaho is just full of trees and ponds and.
I thought you were gonna say the ducks dove into it broke
Okay.
it or something.
No.
Hey, gang, we got to get into this game.
Yay!
Yeah. Toy Box Tales. Playtime is our favorite time of day. For the past 5 years, we have been the players in The Child, with the capital Child.
Andy.
The Child's ever-changing stories. We explore the far reaches of the galaxy above the bed, attend tea parties on the living room rug, and sail on the pirate ships across the bathtub's high seas. Although we all came from different places, toy stores, other children's homes, carnival prize booths, we love The Child and each other. Most importantly, the child loves us, and we know that this love will last forever.
I'm also.
As the child turns 10 years old, we are excited for the many years of playtime to come.
Uh-oh. He's 10 already?
Okay,
It's
there's
the
our
10th
scenario.
It's the child's 10th birthday.
Do we get to pick the? Can we like decide who the child is, or is it just gonna be the child?
We will talk about the
Okay,
child
okay.
for sure. So the first thing we do in the game is we define 3 aspects. These are the major themes of our game, and everything we do in the game is going to tie back to these 3 themes. 2 of them are given to us, and 1 of them we will create. The 2 aspects we have already are playtime and the child's bedroom. So we have an idea and a location. I'm going to write these here right on the screen. But definitely not in yellow font.
We can't see anything, just so you know.
I haven't.
Okay.
You will.
Playtime in the child's bedroom.
Yeah. Do you guys see that word?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me make it a little smaller so it fits.
Chat, if it needs to be bigger for you guys, we can do that too. So just let us know.
Yeah, I think if
Can you make all that circle and those words like twice the size, Greg?
I cannot, we need to zoom in
We
on the
can zoom in
camera
a
because
little.
we need this whole screen eventually.
Oh, okay. We're gonna build on
So
it.
really, the audience doesn't really need to be
Well,
tracking
we
every
can
word.
also-
They're only here so we can remember them as we create
Oh, that's
ideas.
better.
That's better.
That's
Yeah.
better.
Oh,
That's
that's
great.
way better. Okay.
I'm so good.
Wow, Michelle, you're so smart.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And beautiful.
Oh,
And humble.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Make maybe 2 lines
Yeah,
of child's and
that's
bedroom.
what I did.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay, so aspect 1 is playtime. What is the child's favorite game to play with all of us? What is playtime usually consisting of? Now, this is group discussion. What do we want our world to
do
look
we
like?
pick who we are too?
So that's next, actually.
that's ne- oh,
yeah.
okay,
So we're
okay,
gonna
okay.
we're gonna set our background and then we're gonna create our characters.
Okay, okay.
So the first question is to talk about playtime. Playtime to toys. What do we think that means? I mean, if you're a toy, playtime is probably your life's purpose.
I was gonna say it's your job.
I just
mean,
I don't know
unless
how.
you're like a cool toy who's friends with all the other toys, and you're like, get this kid out of here because it's our time to hang out now.
Well, that would be a toy who's really into toy time. You know, I mean, wouldn't that be a toy who's more into not the opposite of playtime?
But we all love the child.
Yeah, we all
We
love
and it's in the
Yeah.
rules that we all love the
Yeah,
child.
Yeah.
so we all love the child.
Fair.
Yeah.
So playtime for us, I think, is like we get to go to work at the best job
Ever.
ever.
Mhm.
It's
And
not even work. It's just our lives.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Our
But
every
is the-
day. It's the Barbie world.
is
It's
so
like
we
every
think
day is the
playtime is
best day.
so we think playtime is real, or is it
Oh, yeah. Do we clock in? Do we clock out?
Oh, I think
Like-
clock in, clock out.
like are
I
we
personally
if
think.
we're
Yeah.
playing
Like it's a
if we're
job?
playing pirates?
Yes, like now I'm gonna be Bo Peep, but then when I'm not playing,
You're not
I get to
Bo Peep.
chill, and I don't have to be Bo Peep.
That works really well with this game for a few reasons.
Cool.
So maybe we, if everyone's into that idea, then we could be, we're toys.
Yeah,
who,
like, I mean, it's how like your Skeletor can be Skeletor, or it could be
Nurse
like
Skeletor.
Yeah.
so that works great, and you'll learn in the next step why
Okay,
that works
so
great.
so we're defining the aspect of playtime as
So just to throw it out
Like we're
there,
putting
the
it on
aspects
display,
the
right?
aspects are totally welcome to be interpreted in wild ways. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But one of our aspects is playtime, and we just want to have a deep idea of what that means to our group. So to our group, playtime is work. To our group, playtime is the most important thing in our lives.
yeah,
right?
it's like your calling.
It's
like
the-
every day
it's
you
our-
get to do
it's
your
our
calling.
purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so therefore, what is the child's bedroom? Now, if we get to play in the bathtub, if we get to play in other areas, then we're not always in the bedroom. But
Can we play
That's
the
like going
under
on
the-
vacation.
so
under
the
the
bedroom is home.
Can we do the under the stairs closet? Is our playroom?
Is that where we live?
As in, that's where the child plays with us.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay.
What's
He
the
could have-
question Then I thought the question
Well,
was like
child's
where's-
bedroom.
That
It
might be kinda
says,
sad,
oh,
like,
oh, you're right.
quiet.
It's the child's bedroom. So
Oh,
what
okay,
it
so-
says, what about the child's bedroom defines our daily life? Oh, like it could be like, what if we're in a really hot area and there's like 100-degree sunlight that can melt toys or things like that. You know, like
Or like, what about the curtains? Like the mother comes in and wakes the child every day with the curtains, and so it's like some days the curtains come later, and some days the curtains come earlier.
so the curtains are like sunlight.
And
Yeah.
what if we can't go like under the bed? Like it's really scary. Like it's a
Okay,
forbidden force.
there's a reason we don't go under the bed. For some
Yeah.
reason,
well,
we
'cause
don't go
sunlight
under
never
the bed.
goes there.
And so, yeah, exactly.
And we know
Sunlight
sunlight
doesn't
means
go
we
under
get
the
played
bed.
with.
And scare and only like forgotten toys
know.
and things.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
under
yeah.
the-
Yeah.
Forgotten
the
toys
bed.
go under the bed.
And
Yeah.
curtains mean
Forgotten
showtime.
things.
And no one ever gets
So, do we
Yeah.
want that?
Once you go away, you never go out.
Honestly,
Or
to
come
me,
out.
that sounds kind of like the third aspect of like forgotten toy. You know, for the forgotten ones, or something that happens when we go.
What is it called? The Island of Forgotten Misfit Toys?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
island of
Misfit Toys, yeah.
Misfit Toys. But we can talk about the third aspect is like, what else are we going to want to tie things in our game into? And that sounds like quite a good plot if there's something under the bed that we don't even know, you know?
I have a
I've
very
never been
vivid
down there.
memory as a kid. My brother and I would go. We had a tree house that you could like see from our upper room. And I remember we put up all these Nintendo posters from Nintendo Power magazine in this treehouse. And I remember one night I looked out my window and I saw that the poster had ripped, and I was like in such a panic, realizing, oh, you can't put these like posters unlaminated
Right.
outside in a non-insulated house. So I ran out and got it, and I remember thinking like this visual of like looking out across from my bedroom and seeing into my treehouse and seeing like my ripped poster. And so I thought about these guys of like, what if they can look out from a window and see like a forgotten or a left toy, like too far away to get,
Oh my
but
God,
they
this
can
is like
see it.
Silo.
It's like, well, it's like even a garage sale, like
God,
a
I
garage
really-
sale next
yeah.
door, you know?
Oh,
or
sure,
something
sure.
Like that. Or if
but I was
they
thinking
were
like
at-
someone that we knew.
Oh, yeah.
That like
Have
you
we
know
seen
are-
Silo yet on the Apple TV?
No, no.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
it's in the trailer.
Well,
but
so
they
are
can
we-
see the people who've died when they walked outside, and they're just always there outside their window.
Are we
Yeah.
are we defining right now child's bedroom as like safe haven? And if you get left outside of the child's bedroom, that's the, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe that could be it. Like if you're not back in the bedroom by nightfall, we often don't see those toys again.
or like
something.
mom.
Yeah, they get put in the
like if
the
you've been
living
forgotten in
room
the living
box
room, or if you've been
something.
forgotten in the bathroom.
Mom.
Mom will bring you back in, and we love her. We're not really sure what she's about, but we love her. But if you get left outside or in a treehouse
mom
or
won't
at
want
school,
to bring
In the
mom will
grass.
not in the grass.
So
Mom will
child's
not
mom's
bedroom's
mom's
like
a clean freak.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
mom could be the thing that I do to you, which is when I think that you haven't touched something in a long time, I'll just secretly give it to Goodwill without telling you. And so maybe mom,
That's a normal thing that people do.
That
maybe mom does that
drives
with
me
I don't do that.
insane.
I do
How
it to Will.
dare you even bring that up on
maybe
camera?
If I found out Blake did that to me, I'd be very
Ask
upset.
Will where his
maybe
flip-flops
mom
went.
does that with the toys
Okay,
when she
he
decides
knows, he
like
threw them away.
the child
We've all
hasn't played.
talked about the flip flops.
Okay.
Is
Michelle will
this
not let Will have flip flops.
is this our third aspect? Therefore, is outside danger. It's
Yeah.
Like inside the room
So-
is safety, but outside.
we could call it the unknown. We can,
We've seen
Wait,
a
are we
lawnmower
doing
just
child's
rip up a
bedroom or are
toy.
we
no,
doing
we're
third
we're looking at the
aspect?
third
That
because
is
this to me,
Mad.
So child's bedroom
yeah.
is like safe haven.
child's bedroom is safe haven.
I think we try and stay indoors because we've seen a lawnmower rip up a toy before.
So
Okay. Safe haven, and you know,
Or a vacuum
you'll
or
It's the
be-
mi-
something.
you know you'll have
Yeah.
you'll see the child the most.
I think
It's like the upper tier, the
out
child's bedroom.
external danger.
Yeah.
But what's the thing about going under the bed? That's
So
not-
instead of going under the bed, it's being out of the room at night.
Oh, okay.
So something out of the room, and we don't know. The
So
the
the-
toys just disappear.
So external danger. Or
Yeah,
what
honestly,
about-
we could still have both. We can have
Yeah, I
that
like both.
people
I
don't
like
go
the
under the
bed,
bed.
under the bed thing.
I mean, yeah, it's like that really
I
high
kinda like
shelf
that
in
a
Toy
little.
Well,
Story
what
when
if
you were
in
put
the-
there
Well,
and
it's
you
two
knew you were
different
done.
dangers.
Yeah.
One danger is going into the bed and being completely forgotten.
It's the same thing.
The other one is being out of sight and being like abandoned. I mean, it's like basically
what if
like
it's-
the
Well,
kid
ex-
can't find
wait,
you.
wait, I have an
External
idea.
danger kind of works for both situations.
I have
you
an
know?
idea. Like, what if the child is afraid of the dark, and so there's a night light, but so the darkness then is the external danger. If you're in the dark, you're either going
Darkness.
to be forgotten, or you know the child's not going to play with
Yeah,
you,
there
or
you
you're going to
go.
get put away.
And so
And
if
that
you're
fits
not-
right
There's a
in.
nightlight
And if-
always in the room.
Exactly. So
That's
when you're not in
nice.
the room, so even if you're in the living room, you could be left in the dark, which is bad.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just makes
Here we
it
go.
Anywhere
Yeah.
in the dark.
Yeah.
We
there
are
a
This
pet?
is lights out.
Yeah.
Fear of the
This is
dark
that
is our
horror movie,
last
Lights Out.
Okay.
is our last thing.
Yep.
Okay, our third aspect is fear of the dark.
Yeah, because also in the dark, if you're in the living room, you don't know.
think
Like
it's
the pet can
danger
grab
of
you
the dark,
and tear
but
you up.
whatever.
But you know,
Well, you know that
you
the
fear
dark
what's
means
you
danger,
fear what's
so if
danger.
you're
But
comfortable-
as
And
we're
also,
in
if
a
the child is afraid of the dark,
that's
then
just
we
it.
would absorb.
We're
Yeah,
in a
exactly.
kids. We're in
Oh
a
yeah,
kids
we take
world.
that on.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
we love
yeah,
the
yeah,
child.
yeah.
Okay, we
And
have.
yeah, and if the person that we look up to and venerate and love and live our lives for is scared of something, then for
We're
us,
totally
we're like,
scared.
that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some questions to answer. Community questions. What is our favorite thing about the child? I think the child is just very careful. I think it's a very neat family.
Do we go around and just all of us say it?
We're all gonna just
Okay,
share
okay.
ideas.
Oh,
It's
okay.
open discussion. I think it's great if if the kid is like God to us, if the kid is like
It's a
he's
gentle
a gentle
child.
child. He plays with us the way we
Yeah,
want.
what if he's like a little queer child and he's like...
He could be a little
Just
queer
an
child.
outsider.
I mean, we could absolutely make him a little
He
queer.
doesn't have to be
child.
queer, but what if he's just like... I mean, I was a very sensitive, introverted little child.
You are a queer child.
I mean, I was, but yes.
I wonder if it's the creativity. Like, we can be T-Rex, but we can be the T-Rex nurse.
It's like that
We
kid
can be
in
the T-Rex lawyer, like you guys were saying.
The child equals freedom.
Yeah, it's like we don't have to just be the thing. We're allowed to be anything the child like makes us or that
Yeah.
we want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to give the child a gender because I kind of want it to be a girl child, but I
Okay.
feel like we're saying
Great.
he, which means I feel like
We're just
gonna
gonna call it the child.
Toy Story Andy. You're
I
right.
know.
But you're right. You're right.
So are we saying maybe don't gender or do gender and let's just do girl and see what girls
Or maybe
like?
don't gender.
I like don't gender.
I
Yeah,
like,
I like-
the,
Say
I like
they.
the child as a concept.
I also
As
love
do
that
we
toys don't care.
Yeah,
Yes.
we wouldn't care.
Yeah, toys don't
it's
care.
just the child.
Yeah, the child plays with us.
Yeah.
Do we all
give
call
child
it
a
the
name,
child?
Though? Yeah.
Yeah.
can we-
So, yeah.
We can't give the child
I'm gonna
a
guess.
name.
Well, I'm gonna guess because of this game, we're probably gonna name it something.
I
well,
feel like
maybe we don't speak the human language, so like none of the words make sense. To
Well,
us.
it could be like they have a name, but then we can also refer to.
we
it
can also
as
pick
the
a unisex
child.
name like Taylor.
I did have a thought. What if the child
Cat.
is really
Alex.
neglected, and so we don't know the child's name because we never hear the parents
Oh
say
my god.
Oh God.
Oh my
it? Okay,
god.
well, I'm sorry.
No, but they
Okay, I
open the
guess not.
curtain. They open the curtain.
We don't need to tie ourselves to they open the curtain. You know, like if we like that concept better, we're just establishing rules right
The
now
child
that
could
we
open
all
the
like.
curtains when they get
I
up.
don't like the sad.
Is
I
it
know,
too
it's
sad?
making me
sad.
really sad.
Okay, that's too
Look,
sad.
Lauren said trigger.
Well, now they're catching up to Garrett and I.
Welcome.
Okay, child is too sad. Child is okay. Child has good.
Child is loved. Perhaps,
is okay,
Perhaps
okay.
just overly strict.
We haven't talked about dad. Is there a dad?
Wait, we're not doing
What if
child. We're not
Child
doing
is
child.
just like autistic instead of like abused. Like maybe the child expresses themselves differently than a child who does not have autism.
Very quiet child.
Or
Well,
like,
the
maybe
question
we
is
like
the
that we
question
don't
is
use
what is our
words.
favorite thing about the child?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Let's
So
go
maybe
back
the
to that.
child is like non-verbal.
Non-verbal.
It would actually be really.
And so
I,
we like the child communicates without
Yeah.
words.
Yeah, they use what's it called? It's called stimming. When
Yes.
autistic children when they do like their vocal sounds.
It can be vocal, it can be physical, it
and
can be
it can be
anything.
physical.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like maybe we love to see the child stimming or
that's
something.
that's what my little brother does anytime he's really
mean,
happy.
Yeah, wouldn't we love that the child comes the most alive when it's just the child and us?
And
like
us.
as soon as a parent
Yes.
comes in the room, they're like,
Yeah.
they
'Cause
become
don't know how to
self-conscious.
communicate
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
I also like the idea that if the child is autistic and they just treat, because most kids will play with a toy like it's a toy, but if they
Treat
play
us
with
like we're
all
real.
of these as if they're real,
Yeah.
and they do like get to see like the
And,
alive
like
aspect.
we are their friends. For
And
real,
yeah,
That's
I think
sweet.
that's great. And maybe what it is in our world, like maybe we could really go really far that we're alive when the kid's playing with us and when they're not.
Oh, when the
we
parents
trust the
are-
child to see us because
Kind
the
of like
child
that.
has never betrayed
And
us.
and maybe it's not even a choice though. Maybe it's the nature of toys is that only kids can see our true selves.
But doesn't that mean that all of our interactions are going to be limited to
Well,
moments?
no,
when
it
the
just means
child
if an
is-
adult enters the room, we turn solid.
Oh,
And then
okay.
at some point, unbeknownst to us, I'm sure, but like the child will enter a certain age where that movement stops.
Recedes.
But we can't imagine it.
Right,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
externally.
To us, we're like, you still see it.
Yeah, and maybe it's like when we're in the toy chest, we can talk to each other. you know?
Yeah.
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 I think that's
And
gonna
I
be
like
Wait,
that
important.
so
too.
what aspects of the kid do we like?
So our favorite thing about the child is that he plays with us gently and sees and treats us as real
Yeah.
people. You
Yeah,
know,
I have the child is gentle, the child is quiet and peaceful, and the child sees us move and lives with us.
Oh,
Sounds like a
and
poem.
here's something I really like: the child needs us.
The
Yeah.
child needs us.
The child needs
Yeah.
us.
And I'll just say too, I just love I love their laugh.
Yeah, and,
The
and
laugh
that can
of a
be,
child.
and that
they're
can be,
stimming. We
They
like
have
their
a great
stimming.
laugh.
and these are things to
Okay.
think about for your characters. You know, like your
Sure.
character particularly loves to laugh. That's wonderful. Do we all live in the same place? Are we scattered about? Is there a social status associated with where we live?
God, I really need to introduce who my character is.
Nope, not
So
yet.
I know so
haven't
many
picked
things we've
one.
We're
talked
almost
about.
there.
I'm like,
We're
why
almost
You guys
there.
all
different.
picked one?
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
really understand
I
how
haven't
these
picked
work.
Yeah, so we'll
You
get there.
won't, you
It's the
won't.
next question, so we'll get there. Do we all live? I think we've been talking like we all live in the same place.
But I
and
think
the
we're
peop-
Yeah.
scattered
I like
in the room.
The
Yeah.
idea that like it's a town square, but our version is
Yeah.
a town
Oh, I
square.
like that.
So
Yeah.
like if you live in the toy chest, that's your little house. If you live in the corner, you got a house there.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the idea that we have.
There's
our
like
little
there's like
city.
houses and castles that were part of everything from Polly Pocket to Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, and like
And then there's like toy chests for toys that didn't come with houses.
But that's like an apartment.
Well-
complex.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
now
yeah,
what
yeah.
about now let's talk about social and caste system. Is a broken toy equal to a new toy?
I think it depends on the child playing with you.
Yeah, I do.
And the
I
child-
don't think it
Yeah.
depends on the toy.
That might be a great thing. That's part of why we love the child, because we reflect the energy the child instills into us, and so when the child sees us as beautiful, we are beautiful.
Exactly.
Right. Broken
So
Because, like,
whoever,
really
whoever the
matters.
child's
If the
current
child's our
favorite
only
is,
Yeah,
is
and
the
level of
highest in
currency.
It would
Exactly.
it would
Yeah.
have to be someone else coming in and being like, "That's an ugly broken toy," and then the toy would feel
But only
ugly
if
and
the
broken.
child
Well, only if the
changes
child-
it. Only if the
yeah.
child believes it. 'Cause
Right.
if the
Yeah.
child then defends the toy
So we
rises
are
even
scattered
further.
about the room, and there is
Yeah.
some sort of caste system, but it doesn't sound like it's negative.
Does there need to be?
Well, just in that maybe the king toy thinks he's a king, but no one really. It doesn't affect anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just
He
personality.
doesn't know what a king actually means.
Yeah,
He just
Is
knows
there a
it is-
favorite toy?
Well, I
No,
think
that's
it's
a good
whoever the
question.
child's favorite. Oh, I see. what you're saying.
That might be in when we get into the characters.
Okay.
What do we do when the child is at school or asleep?
Talk about the child.
Hang.
Well,
talk
yeah,
about the child.
we go about our day. Maybe we're restitching some of our costumes
Mm-hmm.
or redoing stuff in the room.
Or it's
That-
like it's
that's
like
why-
playing a
day.
video. It's like we're playing a video game trying to get to the next level.
I was gonna say that's when we're like done with work, and so
Yeah.
we're like at the bar
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about work.
Right.
Yeah,
And like, especially if someone's playing a character that they hate their toy version, it's like my toy version is Little Bo Peep, but I'm actually like a vulgar man, or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's like, man,
I'm like,
I had to
oh,
Bo
I'm trying to
Peep
do my
again."
best with those sheep, but fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, last question we've already talked about. What threat are we always worried about? The dark.
The dark.
The
Okay.
dark.
So next up is names. You can name yourself whatever you want. The book always has suggestions of names. Your character's common name will be what kind of toy you are. Oh, so yeah. So in this game,
What does that mean?
So in this game, here's our next step. We're done with background creation, and we're moving on to character creation. I gave each of the players. Oh, and by the way, I'm a player in the game. I'm the facilitator, but I'm not inventing anything. So all my job is to tell you the rules and to guide the game along. But aside from that, I get to be a player. So
Okay, good.
I'm a player tonight, and we're creating everything together. The next step up is character creation. You all were given 3 character archetypes. Of those, you now have to pick one of them. Now, you'll notice there's more than just a description of what that kind of archetype is talking about. You'll see on the bottom there are some words in red that say something like, you really attach to 2 of the 3 aspects, but you hate one of the aspects, or you are afraid of one
the
of the
aspects. Are the things is
The
this
3
thing-
things.
those are the aspects right up there. So we have 3 aspects, and what we're going to do is you're going to pick one of these archetypes, and then you'll tell the table who you are. Everyone needs a common name, which is what the child calls us, and then our real name. So really what it defines as is it says a common name, which is our real name, and then it says a special name, which is something some people call you. It could be a title, it could be captain,
Like a nickname.
it could be a nickname, it could be a bad name. But some people, but everybody knows that I'm this. Now, in our world, I feel like it's reversed. We have our toy name, and then we have our real name.
Yeah.
So on these so I gave everyone one of these. Ugh, I can't find mine. I gave everyone one of these. Write your toy name, and then write your real name.
Can we just do a bad example?
Yeah.
Can you give us some ideas?
Yeah,
Just so I know what.
Yeah, my toy name is Little Bo Peep. That's what the kid thinks I am, but my real name is Jessica.
Wait,
and
I
like
need
Harold,
an example of these cards because I want to pick the one that's gonna be the best for me, but I don't understand.
Here, I'll do one that
the
I'm
top-
discarding.
Okay.
I'm gonna discard one, and we can talk about that.
Great.
I already
let's
know
Okay.
the one I'm going to choose.
Okay, you
also.
know
Yeah,
which one you
same.
want to pick, Ryan.
I
If
chose.
you can you give me the ones you aren't using because
Yeah.
I need to pick something.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry to break everyone's heart, but I did not pick healer.
One of mine was celebrity. I should have given that to you.
So I don't know what
Why?
to pick because I don't know why
So-
some are better
Why?
than others.
No, nothing's
I'm
better.
just going with whatever sounds
So,
interesting.
so look, nothing's better than anything. It's what kind of character do you want to play? You know, it's what kind of
But
role.
it's talking about things that I don't know what it means in the game. Like a word with a capital letter, which clearly means it's something for our.
Aspect, right?
No, it's in the beginning
Scarcity?
paragraph.
So,
And so I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm.
You should
if
just
this
pick
is
whichever
something
one
else.
sounds,
for it and
whichever
learn what it
archetype
is
sounds most
afterwards.
interesting to you.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I had one that
Okay, what's isolation mean then?
the isolation is
Our environment.
Our environment. So our isolation is being toys in a. That's our isolation. We're toys.
Toys cut off from. We don't
Yeah,
have
we're-
access to
Like
an
we don't
outside
have
world.
like agency
Our world-
to,
our
like, be
world-
independent thinking things
Yeah.
and leave the room.
Yeah.
Can't get a
like-
job as a
Our world is
paralegal
one.
or-
around.
Our
Yeah.
world is one room. So the child's bedroom is our isolation.
Isolation.
Mhm.
So now are we supposed to pick what kind of toy we are right now?
Yeah. So now is the time where you're gonna. So here's
well,
what you're
while
gonna
she's
do.
thinking, did you want to go with either Jason or I since we've already?
Yeah.
picked
Do you have an idea of your character, Jay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
start with you. So you're going to give us your
Okay.
your common name, your real name. You're going to tell us your role. Oh, yeah. Let me talk everyone through this. There are 4 questions for your character. What's your name?
Mm-hmm.
What's your lesser known name? What is your role in the isolation? And make it important. Make it big. You know, you want to be. It is essential that
Mm-hmm.
you are a part of this community. You do something that everyone needs, and without you, we're lost. You know what I mean? And then you're going to also talk about the thing at the bottom of your card that says which of these aspects matter to you, basically.
Totally.
So go ahead.
Okay. Hi everybody. My name is the child refers to me as Glowy, but I am a glow blanket.
oh
And
Like a full blanket.
so I'm a full blanket, but in like the center of the square is a little like cute head, like a little butterfly, a little cute like plush
I remember that.
head. And I mostly live on the bed. And at night, when he pushes my nose, I light up.
oh
that's
right.
cute.
And the room lights up because of and I am the protector.
Oh, you're the protector. So read your card to us,
Fucking
please.
brave little toaster vibes.
Exactly right.
It's
Yes.
the brave. That's where I. That's
yeah,
where
yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
heartstring problem.
Yes. So I'm a glow blanket. He calls me Glowy. It's
Wynn
like
just
vague.
said this is giving brave little toaster vibe.
Yeah. So they call me they call me Glowy, and I think I like that name, and I think I have.
That's what
I
everyone
have
calls you.
Yeah, I think I've maybe forgotten whatever I would have assumed my name would be, and my name is Glowy.
So
the
what?
glow blanket.
What I would do for you, and please write it on here. And the goal is that we can all kind of see these guys. So maybe pull our computers a little closer so we can do something like this. If you're forgetting your own name, write it on both sides. But Jay, for you, I'd write Glowy and then question mark.
Cool. Okay.
Wait, why do you not know your real name?
I just think because I've been with the child from maybe the beginning.
Okay.
And when I was able to wrap them up and be there and be glowing for them. So I've kind of been there since maybe hospital or maybe just after. And that's all my job is. And I just like hang and chill on the bed and
Does protector also like? Are you a protector of the toys as well?
well I glow in the dark. So yes.
Oh, you're so important. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
essential.
so-
That's why I thought that.
That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
smart.
Yeah, you create light.
That's
Yeah, I
really
create
smart.
light.
That makes you so important, you
Yeah.
know, and it makes you a protector. So
Right.
that's exactly the
Right,
idea.
but
we're
I'm
going for.
okay with like not being very mobile and like maybe people have to like move me or
Yeah, like you have your place and you'll glow for anybody that needs it.
Yes.
But like,
So-
you
but I
live on
can't
the
like
bed.
walk around.
No, you live on the bed.
So
Yeah.
what are your aspects? It gave you some rules about your aspects.
Okay, so I identify with 2 and I'm really scared of 1.
Well,
And I was like, well, there we
I
go.
mean, you're gonna go with the obvious, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you love playtime.
Yes, playtime.
Tell us.
Terrified of playtime.
I mean, honestly, though,
I've been
Jay,
You're
it's-
a blanket.
it
You
could be because
terrified
maybe
of
you feel more
playtime.
important in the dark.
No.
Okay.
Because in playtime, I'm like I am anything from like a canopy for a fort
Oh,
to
yeah.
like a curtain.
You're like
for plays.
you're like mama. You're always around us.
Yeah.
You're like protecting
Yeah,
us.
and what I
you
love
get
is
the, like,
and I get to watch. I always get to watch everybody.
when you get hugged, you light up because your
Yes.
nose.
Yes.
I love
cute.
that. Write it
Yeah.
on your thing.
Yeah.
Do you have one yet?
I filled it out.
Okay.
I had to write it out. I didn't. I'll write it on the paper when I have more time to do
I'm
it.
doing all notes. So
Great. Thank
Oh
you.
no, it's
Thank
only
you, note keeper.
My handwriting is terrible, so I have to write slow whenever I do that.
Oh.
I'm a Care Bear.
Okay, Care
And
Bear.
I'm a sage. I picked sage.
So you're a wise Care Bear.
I'm a wise Care Bear. I'm Tender Heart Bear, comfort friend for our autistic child.
Okay.
So in moments of stress, you push my stomach and I say 3 supportive phrases. You can do it. Your heart shines brighter than the sun. Wow, we can do anything when we are together. And my name is Jerry.
Okay. Your real name is Jerry, but your playtime
Jerry.
name is what Care? What Care Bear are
Is,
you?
Tender Heart Bear.
Tender Heart Bear.
Tender heart.
Um,
bear.
And what's important about you?
I'm like the it's like a what's the right
Therapy,
thing?
a therapy toy.
Therapy toy.
You're the kid's like safety.
I'm
toy.
a therapy toy.
The kid does the kid sleep with you?
When it's like an overwhelmed thing, but I'm supposed to. I think it depends on the night. Like if it's like a nightmare, I'm invited to the bed.
And is that like a great thing for you?
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But
Whoa, it's me.
I'm supposed to identify with 2 aspects, and I think it's playtime and child's room, and one is the source of my knowledge, and I think the dark.
You have
I've come
survived
back
the
from
dark.
the dark.
You're the only one who's ever come back from the dark.
Oh, mine was also
Well,
going to be that.
yeah.
That's
That's
okay. Okay.
well, so there's no onlys yet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's only me.
That's
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So
only me.
there's no onlys.
Don't
yet.
worry, we're not rewriting. We can all share certain
Yeah.
things. It's okay. It's a diverse cast, you know.
You're right. It's only me.
It's cooperative.
Okay,
Yep, thank you.
Ryan,
Yes, thank you.
and
I'm
write
gonna
that out. Yeah.
I'm going to start with my archetype, which is Oracle.
Wait, what's the difference between Oracle and Sage? You see the future.
Mine says, "You know what's coming for us, and we believe you. At least most of us do."
you're a future teller.
People-
Why'd you look at me?
You know why. People talk to me about predictions.
Okay.
So
I haven't said my character yet.
I am gonna name myself after my earliest childhood toy that I can remember. His name was Mr. Bun Bun.
Oh my god, that's a great name.
He was a stuffed rabbit, and the thing about Mr. Bun Bun, this is true, is he had an apron with 3 carrots, removable carrots, and I only had 2 of them, and I still am haunted by what happened to the 3rd carrot.
Oh.
In this my middle age, I'm still like, where is Mr. Bun Bun's 3rd carrot?
Okay. So what are you?
I would like to suggest that I'm a hand-me-down from the child's older sibling, and perhaps, I don't want to say
And-
that only, so contradicts me, but maybe I'm one of the few toys who understands what it's like to lose the child, because my
That's
child
why,
is gone.
because you know the future.
So
because
maybe
you
all the
lived
other
it.
toys.
That's how you're the soothsayer.
That's how I'm the
Yeah.
oracle. Is like I've seen the future.
So he survived.
Yeah.
He survived
Because
the
I don't think
dark
anyone else
and has
understands
information.
what it means to have life without the child. And
Right. You're the old one. You're
I'm
the
old
oldest
one.
toy.
Yeah.
Okay, Bianca, do you have?
Oh,
an
I think
idea?
my real. I was gonna go with this is kind of Garrett's Sam joke, but I was gonna say that my real name was Harold.
Oh, there's still more questions. So
Oh, yeah.
what's important about you is you're a family keepsake. You're a family heirloom.
Yes, I don't know that I'm the child's favorite toy by any means.
Right. But
I'm-
maybe you're the mom's favorite toy.
could be.
Yeah, I feel like you. I feel like you haven't left.
I might be
the
the.
room.
I'm definitely the oldest toy
Yeah.
around.
What
Okay.
are you?
A stuffed rabbit with an apron
Stuffed
that has
rabbit.
2 carrots, not 3.
Thank you.
A
Does it
stuffed
have
rabbit
loose
missing
thread
a
for a
carrot.
3rd carrot?
Like, are you a little dirty?
No, it's just literally like an open hole, and you're like, where's the 3rd? It says that I identify with 2 of the aspects. Do I need to pick them right now? It also says that kind of like really interesting.
You have to do that. It's
Okay,
part-
I just wasn't sure if it was going to be a plot spoiler. It says as you identify with 2 of the aspects, one of our aspects will be our ruin.
So that makes perfect sense for you. I mean,
Do you want me to pick them now?
yeah.
Okay,
you
the
need to
2
do it.
aspects would be I don't think fear of the dark. I think playtime in child's bedroom, because I think it might have been elder child's bedroom at one point. And do I have to pick the third aspect as the ruin, or can I?
If you want to be creative, you can. It's like it says if it says you identify with two of them and you think one of them.
I don't
will
have a
ruin
reason
us,
why, but part of me
well,
just for like improv reasons wants to pick the least likely thing to
Well,
be
honestly,
the ruin and say playtime.
it
But
could-
I don't have to do that.
It does make sense, honestly, in my mind. That and if you, because you have experienced, maybe you think that us being stuck in this bedroom is actually what's going to kill us all because you've seen that we just get forgotten eventually, or maybe you think that playtime. If we are over reliant upon playtime, we will go insane because when playtime stops, we don't
What
get.
are we
Sure,
having
let's just pick
to live
playtime. I'm not going to even pretend to know why, but let's just pick playtime right
you
now.
have. I think it's important that you have an idea of why.
Of why? Can I think on it?
Okay, you can think of
Okay.
it.
You guys wearing
Bianca,
the same hat.
we are wearing.
Yeah, and they both have pins in them.
Oh,
It's our little Mario
nice.
Luigi.
Nerds.
What is your name? Bun Bun?
Mr. Bun Bun.
Mr. Bun Bun. Fabulous.
Okay, write it out. Put it somewhere where we can see.
I think that. Wait, what do I start with first? My card or
Whatever you
where I am?
want.
Whichever order you like.
I think that I am like a highly articulated, like action figure sorceress.
Bianca.
Because
And
she's
a thief.
because I'm a magician and no one knows how you accomplish what you do. You have your secrets.
Okay.
So she is Siri.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Luck of the draw.
And then I don't understand what this means. People talk to you when they've exhausted all rational options.
Yeah,
Oops.
you're the magic.
Oh, right.
We can't
Illogical.
think of a way through. Now we need your
Like,
magic.
it's not rational, but
That's
maybe
the
magic.
only time I can speak.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm
No.
like,
It's
guys,
just a
I'm learning
general.
the game. Don't talk to me like I'm stupid.
We're just
No, I've
talking
never played
about-
this before.
We're just talking
Okay,
general
so
character.
So I think I'm like, I think like maybe like I was like some sort of like Storm, like from X-Men action figure.
Oh, okay.
But not her, like some other fictional thing.
I think you should think about what that is. Like if your character has a superpower, maybe you know.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you're an action figure, then you would want to know what kind of action you can do.
Well, since it's magic, is that real? Should I treat it
It's
like it's
however
real?
you want it. So magic could be, you know, like it's however you want to interpret it. It could be real magic in our play world, of course. It can be real magic, you know.
Okay, I think her magic is like she can appear whenever. Like maybe she like bends time space situation.
So maybe
So,
that
like-
doll has like a mirror cloak.
Yeah,
That's her
something
actual
like
thing,
that.
you know.
Or like
that was like
teleportation or
invisibility.
something. You know, like in Batman, you turn around and he's automatically gone, like shit like that.
Yeah.
And she just appears randomly, and and she like freaks people out. And the child calls me baby, but my real name is Yasmin.
Okay. Please write that on your card.
do I write
What's important
first?
about you?
Okay.
Why do we need you in the isolation?
It doesn't say.
No, you have to say. You have to come
Oh.
up with it.
What's important about me?
We need him. He creates light. We need him. He's the only one who's been in the dark. We need him. He's the oldest
I'm
toy.
the spy, so I can get in and out of places easily. And I'm the only one that, well, not the only one now, but I was gonna say I've been in the dark and I've survived to tell the tale.
Okay, so
And
you're
I know how to navigate.
so you're our soldier.
I know how to navigate the dark. I'll say that.
You're our soldier. You're gonna be the one who fights and goes out to the dangerous missions.
I'll like recon all this.
Yeah. Okay. You're our recon.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle.
Okay.
Wait,
Where do
don't I
I?
have to say
Oh,
my aspect?
yes. What are your aspects?
You identify with only one aspect.
Oh.
Your secret lies within it, the fear of the dark.
Oh, okay. So you're all about the dark.
What does a secret mean? I have to make a secret?
I feel like she shouldn't tell us.
It's just these are just generic
It's not a secret,
ideas.
though.
that,
Okay.
You
I don't
know,
have to decide right now.
Where do I start?
with your name.
Okay. The child calls me Indy or Indiana, but my real name is Kit.
Okay.
I am a My Little Pony that the child took the horse head off of and put an Indiana Jones torso and arms on.
You're a centaur?
I'm a centaur. And it's one of those indies that has the like torch that lights up. and it runs like off battery with a
Okay.
little disc.
Okay, so you also make
Um,
light.
I'm the explorer.
Okay.
My real name is Kit. I venture beyond the child's room, even if I've been left in the room for the night. So even if it's scary, I still leave the room. I push the boundaries and uncover new potential. People talk to me about the unknown. So I think what I do is,
We have a
I
group.
know.
Everyone in our group is special with the unknown.
I
That's okay.
know.
We're toys. It makes
I think what I do is I leave and I go to the safe places that I know to explore, like the pattern. Like, so I have my little torch and I like trot out and I go and I get needle and thread or buttons or those little disc batteries that everyone forgets about. Or if you need a big battery, I try to find it. Or I get scissors or I get dollops of super glue and I like help.
Oh,
the toys
I'm always
fix.
asking you for D batteries.
Right, exactly. And I
Yeah.
know,
Battery.
and there's like
Yeah.
a very scary drawer, and it's a very long climb up the dog kibble bag to get to the drawer where the batteries are kept, and I can only carry one because I have horse legs and indie arms. And so that's my very important job is I'm an explorer, and I go out and I get things that we need that no one ever realizes that no one else is replenishing. You know, like the mom's not like, how's that toy still lighting up? Because I'm helping replenish our sources.
Yeah, like you've fixed my stomach a couple times.
Right. I got a little needle and thread and gave it to somebody who could do it.
Can't find my carrot though. Greg, to your point, it could be kind of funny if like, since you said like everyone seems to think that they know what the unknown is, if we all have like wildly strong ideas about what the unknown is, but they're all completely wrong.
Yeah.
But we're all
yeah.
very convinced that
Yeah.
it's like, no, it's this.
Yeah, that could be a big part of it.
I was supposed to be in a garage sale and I snuck back out.
Ooh. I identify with all of the aspects. And I know that there's undiscovered potential in one. And I want to say there's undiscovered potential in the fear of the dark,
Yeah,
obviously.
I think that makes sense.
But maybe it's actually the child's bedroom. Like, maybe there's undiscovered... Like, we only play in the places we all play in. No
Yeah.
one ever goes to the drawer that's so high that I can't get to it with my
Right.
horse legs.
Or under the bed.
No one goes
Or
under the bed.
Yeah, or like or parts of the closet.
Or the parts of the closet where light reaches sometimes, but we never go into. So
Yeah.
I think that I have some very safe exploration routes. I'm still pretty afraid of the dark. I identify with all the aspects, but I think we could do more in the room than we do.
No one knows about that huge tall square that the child's shirts always go into.
And what's with the glowing white thing that makes a whirring noise and has dust all over it? You know?
Yeah, the top
Oh my
of the
god,
room.
why is there not a Roomba in this story? That would be the most terrifying thing. This is
Yeah,
totally-
like I'm thinking like
Maybe there is. Maybe there is.
Yeah.
Wait, can we go around and just say the archetypes again real quick?
Yeah, I have to do one too, though.
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay. All right. What's important about you? You're an explorer.
Yeah, I go and I get us the extra little watch batteries, and I
Okay.
go and get a needle and
So you two
thread.
probably work together a fair amount, because
Yeah, I
you're
was gonna
both
say we
you're
do
both doing
similar
recon.
things.
So
Yeah.
like you two have different. Make sure you know that you have different specialties or
Maybe
like
we're
what
just a
you're.
team. Do you want to just be partners?
Yeah, I think I care less about like even though it says explorer, I think of it as more of like it's like a scavengery. Like I've seen more than a lot of people, but like what's important is that I bring things back. You know,
Okay.
and maybe you care more about like the unknown.
Okay. I mean, we'll find out. I don't really know what I care about yet.
Okay. How's
So
everybody writing their things?
I did Tenderheart. Oh, that way.
Okay.
Ryan, can you make
Your
sure we
phone
can
is
see that?
I just
Put
did
it in
that.
front.
Is this supposed to be placed? Because it's
Just put
Put
it
it in front of your stuff.
I mean, it's still not going to be on camera, but yeah.
I think it's for us.
It's for us.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna
Careful.
play a little torn apart toy, and I'm patched together. I was a little puppy. I was a little puppy toy, and I was torn
Like
up.
you were a dog
Like
toy?
Yeah,
Like a pound puppy?
like a little puppy toy.
Not
Like
for
a
a
dog.
dog.
A dog. Well, I was
Pound
both.
puppies?
So I was a little puppy, and then a dog
Pound
tore
puppy
me
bed
apart.
sheets.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
And then the
But
mom.
Are you for dogs or for kids?
Well, now the mom sewed me up, and the dog's gone now, and the kid still has me,
Got
and
it.
I am the healer of the group.
Garrett. Is your name Garrett?
So when
So
It
you've
says-
seen trauma. You've been through trauma.
I've been through
Yeah.
trauma, and I know how to stitch, and when you go out and get things, it's to give them to me so I can repair the other
Cute.
animals. I identify with 2 of the aspects and believe one of them to be the cause of all of our pain. It's obvious that the dark is the cause of all of our pain. And I'm clearly I feel the most safe in the child's bedroom because I know what the outside world is like. I mean, because I was torn apart by a dog,
Oof,
and
traumatic.
so that
You're
was
probably in a lot
I
of
got
therapy.
taken out to the yard once, and a
Oh,
dog tore me
God.
apart, and so now all I want is to stay in the child's bedroom.
Do we treat you like a very elderly old person that's gone to war? Kind
I
of
think
thing?
I'm the
We're
I think I'm
do
like
you know what I mean?
a soft toy. I'm like a cuddly toy. I think that, but
and we all kind of
You
pity
belong
you
on the
a little
bed.
bit.
I am on the bed.
You belong on the bed.
I'm on the bed, absolutely. I belong on the bed with Chloe, and I'm up there, and I take my job very seriously. Maybe like I take my job a little too seriously. I'm like a worrywart, and I'm always the like you
And you
can't
have, like,
go,
a
you can't
reason
go
for being
out
the
there.
worrywart.
You guys can't
Yeah.
go out there. You know.
Right. And we don't
You
have
would
reason to argue
hate
with you being a word
us
because we're like,
then.
you know.
Yeah, like I'm missing an eye, and like one of my ears is gone, and I'm patched together, and I'm lumpy.
What's your
Okay,
name?
and my name.
Carrot, carrot.
My name is Baba. Oh no, you're baby, so I don't want to do
And
that.
Bun Bun.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm definitely not Baba.
Mr. Bun Bun.
My name,
Get it right.
Fucking right.
my name is Little Pat, because
Little-
Pat was the name of the dog.
And what's your real name?
And my real name? Can I have a marker?
Yeah. Here you go.
Everyone just throws.
Everyone
it.
just throw.
That would
You
have
guys did
been
such a
really
good job
funny.
drawing.
What?
You guys did such
Oh,
a good
I
job
did not.
drawing.
I did not.
I don't-
I
He
do.
didn't draw
Thank you.
either.
You didn't even do a good job writing.
Can't even see
Wow. It's on brand for you, Jason.
We'll see who gets the light in the room and who doesn't.
Ooh.
I have a glow lantern.
that. Yeah, but it's missing a AAA battery. You gotta go find it.
That's the thing is I never find my
Can
own
I
battery.
say? Wait. Can I say my thing is I see in the dark? Can that be my thing?
Yeah. Okay.
You have dark
I
vision.
see in the dark. I have dark vision.
You have glow in the light eyes.
Did you just make
Yeah,
a
they're
half?
like-
Did you
they're
just
like
make a
flip
drow
up.
sorceress?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what the family calls me is Little Pat, but when I was originally created, my name was Barney Brave.
And we call you Barney.
And what?
And we call you Barney.
You guys can call me Barney. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're mad, we call him Barney Brave.
Barney
Full
Brave.
name.
No, I feel
No,
like we're mad. We
Barney
call him
Brave?
Little Pat.
Yeah,
If
call
we're
me
mad, we
Little
call him
Pat.
Barney Brave.
Like when I'm whining, you guys are like Little Pat, and I'm
Yeah.
like it's Barney Brave.
Oh, he's so brave, but he's not.
Okay, we have our characters. Let's just go around and really quick. We have Jason playing.
Okay, I am a glow blanket named Glowy.
We have Garrett playing.
Tender heart bear named Jerry.
We have Ryan.
Mr. Bun Bun, the Oracle.
Playing. We have Bianca.
Wait, are we saying our real names or our fake names?
I'm
Both.
saying my toy name.
Yasmina, also known as Baby, the magician.
And I'm Indy, also known as Kit, the centaur, Indiana Jones.
So your real name is Kit, but he calls you Indy.
Yeah, because I'm Indy now. I
So
just have
s-
4 legs
Yeah.
and a purple butt.
Do you have a whip and a hat?
I have
Centaur Indiana
it's the
Jones?
entire torso of Indiana Jones.
But do
So
you
I
have-
have
do you
I
have
have the whip on
the
my
piece
belt.
count?
I have the backpack.
Okay,
I have
okay,
the
okay, okay.
torch and the thing and the hat. Fully Indy, and then I am
3?
Applejack.
It's almost like you knew I watched Indiana Jones last night.
Did you watch it last night?
The new one, yeah.
Watching. Oh, the new
You
one.
guys,
I haven't watched
Daniel
the original
does
stuff.
not like he's
Oh my
only
God,
watched the
I'm sorry.
first half of the first movie, and falls asleep every
3?
time.
That's offensive.
That was traumatic for me. How many am I picking? 3?
I'm trying so hard to draw a centaur. Centaur.
Michelle, there's shading on yours.
How many do I get?
Okay.
Like
Sorry,
he has,
what's the
like he has a 5
isolation
o'clock
again?
shadow?
Where we're at. The
Where
child's
we're at.
room.
Our,
Our
yeah,
environment,
our
yeah.
The
environment.
child's room.
Okay, let's get some music going and let's begin our game.
Wait, what do we do with these?
Yeah, what do we do
I will
with
tell
these?
you in a second. I will
Okay.
tell you in a moment. Okay, fantasy happy. That should do the trick. Okay, on our turn, there are 3 ages in the game. We'll play age 1. We each get 1 turn. We will move on to age 2. We each get 1 turn. We move on to age 3. We each get 1 turn. The game is over. Okay? On your turn, the first thing you do is you have now 3 cards in your hand. they all have big phrases on the top of them, a big idea, a big word at the top of the card. This is a concept. And what we're going to do on our turn is we're going to take one of these cards and build a connection to one of our aspects.
Okay.
The second step, so a connection can be like, okay, in fact, I'm going to go first because this is perfect. I'll go first and do an example turn. The card I'm going to choose from my hand is friend. So the job of the game is to build words. And so we need to build a word that means friend, and I'm going to attach it to playtime. So when you have someone in playtime with you, there's a special word that we call them. You know, now building words. Let's talk about that. A lot of the game's building is not necessarily inventing a new word. It's building a new phrase. You know, like let's say we were doing the Mars mission and we're truckers on Mars, and there's a really dangerous thing that we do in our job, and I'd be like, it's so dangerous, and we call it shooting the moon. And now I'm gonna pop shooting the moon up here, and now that's part of our language. And then we do a scene where everyone has to use the phrase and
Shooting
kind
the
of
moon.
attach to it and be like so you're going on a mission where you have to, and you're like, I'm shooting the moon, and I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it can be, you can build a phrase. You could use real words that exist. You can use foreign languages. You know, what if instead of death we said rojo, which is Spanish for red, you know, because we just see blood or something. It's like, so you can go to foreign languages to build a word. You can take,
you can make it up.
You can make it up. You can take two words and put them together. There's anything you can do.
Flip-florp.
And you're gonna put the words on.
And then I'm going to put the words on our screen so we can all see them. So, my word is friend. This type of friendship is unique to this isolation, a bond that comes with a shared activity in one particular way. So yes, I'm going to say I want a word, and now I'm going to open it up to the group. I want a word that we call each other when we're in playtime together.
I feel like you should decide this.
It's definitely the way the game works is we all should talk
Oh,
about
really?
this.
Okay.
And then I get to make the decision on my turn.
Oh, okay.
So if I'm in playtime with you, I call you something that I wouldn't call them. 'cause we
Yeah,
weren't in
outside of play, it's like we have important jobs when we're playing together. You know, like that's a thing. It's like your scene partner. You know,
So this is something we all use with each other
when we're
in playtime.
actively
Okay.
in playtime. So it's like when I know, oh no, the child is going to play with me and Jason today. Jason is now my this because we're on together.
But only when you're in playtime.
Only when
So
you're in
when we're at
playtime.
the bar at the end of the night, we're not saying.
That's right. So it's something that has to do
Like
with
your
our
work wife.
Yeah, it's our work wife.
Yeah.
So what do we want to call that? Our
Wait, say it one more time. What it is?
Friend.
Our friend, though it's a word for friend, but
Word
we're
for
tying it
but
to
only in
playtime.
But only playtime. Okay.
We use it when we're in playtime
camaraderie.
with each other.
The too long, but I like the idea. I'd say commie, but that has a bad.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that. I was like, that would
Compasio.
I just
What
don't
about
like the.
Pasio?
I want
You
something
don't want
small.
calm.
I want something smaller.
Passio.
What about Pasio? Yeah.
I like Pasio.
Posse.
I like posse,
Posse.
Posse.
But
But
posse's
posse's a word.
but
Yeah,
they don't.
like,
They,
this is
but the
my
kid, the toys.
posse.
It's okay if a word
Maybe
means
it's
something
spelled
different.
P-A.
You're,
That's what I was
I-
thinking. Yeah, P-A.
Yeah, we're posse today.
What about
Yeah.
kopos?
Because what if we just
No,
heard
posse.
we just heard the word posse spoken one day and none of us knew what it meant, and
Sure.
we
Right.
gathered.
It sounds like pussy.
We gathered. You do not like it because
I like Pasio, but
No,
I
I
don't
just
like
said it
Pasio.
also
I
kind
don't
of
like
sounds
Pasio
like-
because it sounds like Italian to me. It just sounds like a really foreign language.
Okay, so we like posse because how short it is.
That's what I like. I want something short and cute. I want you're my pal. You're my bud. You're my ride or die. But I want it to be simple. You know.
What were you thinking?
Well, yank, obviously.
No.
You're my gang.
No, gank is a
Say
verb.
that.
Gank is a
Hit that now.
You
Gank is
asked
a
me.
verb.
You
Gank
asked
is a
me.
verb. It's a
My
verb.
ga-
Yeah,
We're
gank is a
gang
verb.
today.
Gank
We're
is a
gang
verb.
We're
Gank
gang
is a-
today.
Gank is a
Gank is a
verb.
verb. You're
Yeah.
right. But that's a great.
What if it's like
One of my
Posy
favorite
with
songs.
a Z to get rid of the pussy?
What about Patty?
No.
That's your name, Lil Pat.
Oh, I'm Lil Pat.
Yeah, you're really
I
on
like-
the pa train
I like
right
gang.
now.
That's my gang. You're my gank today.
You're my
Sure.
gang today. Today we're gank.
I hate.
I don't
that.
like it. It's not
I-
natural to
It's
me,
not your
but-
choice to make.
I know,
but
but,
it's
I'm telling you how I feel about it.
cooperative game.
It is
And
a
it's
cooperative
his
game.
choice to
It is
make
my
this
choice.
one.
We
And
were
like,
closer with Posy.
and after we get
I
to a
know,
certain
I
amount of
feel
time,
like-
Posy, Patsy.
I don't
Like,
think I
you're
would
my
call
link
someone my
today.
gank.
I do like that.
Link.
What'd she say?
Link.
My link.
You're my link.
Oh,
What
I
about
got.
my-
I'm
what about
linked
my
up.
link? What
I'm
about my
linked with
tank?
you, and we got linked. and-
That's great. I love Link. Okay,
Right.
so now I'm adding Link into our list in our first age.
Kim goes, Greg, don't you use that word.
I'm gonna use,
Greg, if you choose it, I'll do arms up on you.
and then I'm also gonna type.
So Link is intimate scene partner.
Yeah, I wrote work friends when on the clock.
So instead of saying colleague, you would say link.
Also, our use of language doesn't have to be super accurate because we're
Specific.
toys, right?
Yeah.
Right. It can be a noun and a verb, and it can be whatever.
I think so.
You're a nerd.
Okay, so
Rudimentary.
So just so
language.
you're tracking my turn, there's 3 steps. Step 1 is make a connection between one of your cards and one of the aspects.
Okay.
So I chose the card friend and I chose the aspect playtime. And therefore I came up with a term to describe our playtime special friend. And like it can be as specific or as general as you want it to be. And now the last part of my turn is to create a scene. I, just so you know, I don't have to be involved in my own scene. What if I chose romance as a card and I wanted to create a romance? When you pick a card, by the way, it says on the bottom a prompt for your scene. So I chose friend and it says on the bottom, a revelation amongst friends. So that's going to be the theme of our scene. I'm going to create a scene that we reveal something friends. So here's what I want a scene. I want a scene where one of the recon people, I want a scene where both the recon team are coming home and they found something important. And you were each other's links today.
And playtime.
And one of you got a little, I don't feel a need to
Oh,
be in this scene.
I guess I'm thinking in recon though is when we're not playing with the kids.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, this is in playtime.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. This is not in playtime.
Oh, okay.
So you.
We can still create a scene using that word, even if
Right,
it's
like
not
you're coming
us.
back from something.
Yeah,
you
the
did,
play. Yeah,
discussing
now the
playtime.
word just exists.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be connected to the one you pick.
After you create the word, we just now you need to use the word. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So like,
So then
oh,
we come
you're
up in
right though. No,
conversation,
he's
it
right.
doesn't
We
matter?
made it just about playtime.
Yeah, you made it just
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why I
You're
was
right.
just a
Thank
little
you, Garrett.
confused.
Thank you, Garrett. That's a good point. So
But you can use it when you're talking about playtime.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
could have
yeah.
been like, you could
But
be
it just
like,
wouldn't have fit into that context.
yeah, it wouldn't have fit so well. So here's what happened. We had playtime today. It was me, and it was Mr. Bun Bun. We were links today, okay?
We were links today.
And so we were playing, and something happens with you that like made you suspicious, maybe,
Okay.
because we need a revelation to come out.
Okay.
And so we just are coming home, and I'd like all of us to be in the scene.
Okay.
Who
We're
calls it then?
and we're okay. That's a good question.
I'll sit out.
Sit out. You're gonna sit out, Chloe, and you'll be the one to say scene.
Yeah.
Now, the idea of a scene is that we don't all have to use the word, but we all have to make our relationship to the word clear. If you hate this word, then we want to see that in the scene. You know, be like, stop using that stupid word. Now, I don't think that we have any reason to hate Link, but eventually, as more complicated words come out, if someone wrote gank and you hate the word gank, that's great in this game.
Okay.
That's the whole point of it. We're not supposed to love everything. We're supposed to have relationships with everything. You know what I mean? And the point of the game that ultimately will like evolve is our relationship to the words will help define our relationships with each other. Because if you hate the word and I love the word, then we have conflict. You know what I mean? And that's really what starts to build this thing. So, a revelation between friends. Mr. Bun Bun, you and I are coming home, and we are going to talk to Baby, Indy, and Tender Heart Bear, Jerry.
Yes, Mina, please.
Okay, are we ready
Yeah,
for our
Kit, Yasmina, and Jerry are what we know you as.
Yes.
And we're in playtime right
Unless-
now.
Oh,
or
you
this
know
is
what?
outside of
You know what?
playtime?
I'm gonna release you, Jerry.
Are we in playtime?
No.
Oh, we're not.
So me and Mr. Bun Bun just finished playtime, and we're gonna come talk to these two.
Okay.
Because they're the recon, and we want to find out something.
Okay, we're drinking at the tavern.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm a dog. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Yasmina, Kit, come quickly.
One of my carrots has gone missing.
Oh, Mr.
Again?
No, this is the first one. We'll say it's the first one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Mr. Bun Bun was my link today, and he had it when we went out there, but now it's missing.
We were linking so hard with the child. Everyone was so happy, and then the carrot was gone.
Did you leave the room at all?
No.
Were you in the child's bedroom the whole day?
Yes.
What was the playtime today?
Well, it was pretty exciting. I was a cat, which I thought was unexpected, and he was a ball.
Oh,
Yes.
your ball is very good. I've seen your ball before. His
Good ball.
It's a good ball.
Truly, I'm
It's a
the
very
best
good
ball.
ball.
Did
I
any
was the
other-
best. That's what elder child loved to do with me too. Was be ball.
But
I'm sure Elder Child's real.
Yes.
but
Elder
we
child is real.
we've lost his carrot, and we must have you.
Did you link with anyone else, or did any other links get carrot?
Besides Little Pat and Child, and once upon a time Elder Child. I've
no,
never.
today we're talking about today.
No.
I need to find my voice. We're talking about today.
No.
So, could you go
It
look for
sounds
it?
like the work for recon team.
Okay, but be
No,
careful.
she missed it. It sounds like you're always late, Kit. We talked about
I've got
this.
6 limbs.
We've talked about this. Fine, we will go and look out for your carrot.
I'll watch out for your carrot.
Okay,
And
just
I keep offering you a needle and thread if you want to sew them to your apron.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
your ear?
did you just
No,
lose
no,
your
no,
ear?
it's fine. It's fine.
I've got
It's just a
something.
sign of things
on.
to come.
Whoa, hang on.
Are you bucking your own self off
It's-
of
I
your
get excited.
own? Oh, okay. Give it to Barney.
please. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, yes, I can do much good with this. Are you sure you don't want me
I
to
suggest
reattach
you-
that
I
ear,
suggest
Mr.
you
Butter?
But when
attach your
Child
carrot.
notices that the ear needs attention, then Child will give me extra attention.
You're right. You are right about
Oh,
that.
I see that pulling on the child's.
I
Well-
know many things. You
Mr.
forget this is not my first The Child.
Mr. Bun Bun, do you think that losing a carrot could be a foreboding fortune?
I've never seen such an omen before.
Oh no, Oracle.
Also, I only have 3 carrots, so there hasn't been much opportunity to lose one before.
I'm sure we'll find it. Maybe
will
it rolled
find
under the dark space.
Next time we're not linking, we'll have time to go look together.
You would go outside of the playtest? You shouldn't do that, Mr. Bun Bun. You're not set for that.
Well, I would start by going under the bed.
No,
Oh,
you should
no,
leave that to
no,
the
we can look for
professionals.
you.
Yes.
Mr. Bun Bun, don't say such a thing. Everything that is wrong from our society comes from under that bed.
You should have seen what the Elder Child would hide under the bed, as Elder Child got elder. Unspeakable things.
Yes, and there's definitely an elder child.
An elder child. Well, as if you say so, Mr. Bun Bun, if you say so.
What happens
quite a
now?
long
Should we?
scene,
I
yeah,
know. Should
yeah.
we go look under the bed now, or maybe something will make us stop talking?
Maybe, yeah.
Can we just pause really quick?
Yeah.
So the goal of the thing was to have a revelation. We haven't had anything revealed yet.
Oh, we're supposed to have a
So I'm,
I
wait-
felt-
so I'm
I
waiting
felt-
for.
I thought the revelation was the carrot
The
going
carrot
missing.
missing was the revelation.
Oh, I
Which
didn't
I
realize.
kind of dropped very early on.
Oh, I was
but-
gonna. Yeah, I feel like the thing maybe shouldn't be the opener.
Yeah,
Right?
well, we
to build a
I did not
scene-
realize we were looking for a specific thing.
So-
I think I
Sorry,
missed the
sorry, yeah.
revelation part.
So we are like we're trying to, but like that's okay. If we get off track, go ahead and call it when the scenes hit a natural conclusion, because they're not supposed to be that long. The book actually suggests the scenes be kept pretty short, but I kind of like them to have versatility for sure.
Well, I just was waiting for something to get revealed. I didn't realize.
If someone
that-
else wants to reveal something, you can. Otherwise, I was just going with.
Yeah,
the
I just
carrot
was
going
waiting.
missing.
I was,
Yeah,
and I literally had just
Totally.
written to Garrett. I was like, "We're waiting for a revelation."
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
we have more pleasant music for toys.
Oh, how do
Yeah,
we get to
totally.
this?
Yeah.
This is in my happy fantasy.
Scary time.
That's excellent.
Okay, so we okay. Just a couple notes. When we're trying to build the language, try not to like turn it into a joke because that makes it confusing for people. Like just link means this, so like we were linking that boy really hard sounds very sexual.
I still thought it was funny.
Okay, I mean, but again, we're just like try to be funny with each other, not funny about what we've invented. Yeah, because it's important for the point of the game that we actually we use these words in a realistic way. So that said, if we don't get to, if you feel that the actors are uncomfortable, call the scene. Because like we don't know what to do. You know what I mean? And we will try to like I felt like the we lost a carrot, you guys have to go find it was a revelation. But I could see how that wasn't an obvious one because it came so soon. Great, that's my
I also
whole
feel like it's probably helpful for us to well, for me anyway, I would love to not plan what the revelation is. Like if someone introduces it in scene and we all discover it that way, I'm into that idea.
I think that's what happened. Right? Like we didn't talk about your carrot missing until you brought it up in the scene.
I mean, I actually wasn't planning to bring it up in game until the idea of some revelation happening. I thought, well, that could be a good one.
Okay, so I don't want to overthink this game.
Sure.
If we get too into the mud, we'll slow it down a lot. So like we're gonna move on to Michelle's turn. Do you understand what to do? You think?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, and since my turn is over, I get to now draw a card from Age 2, which have a different deck.
So the prompt that I'm picking is term of endearment.
Okay.
An affectionate name to call someone in the isolation. Using this word is deeply meaningful, and we remember the first time we say it. And I was thinking, like, if we've heard the mother call the child it.
So before you get any more, attach it to one direct. Like, tell me
To
what
one
aspect are
aspect?
you attaching it to?
Oh, so I think what aspect does a term of endearment go to?
Yeah. So a term of endearment, you want to like a term of endearment attached to Fear of Darkness could be like something we call the brave people who come back. A term of endearment attached to playtime could be something, that your favorite person to play with, or a term of endearment attached to the room is
I
our
guess
favorite.
the child. I would say maybe attached to the child's bedroom in that the toys who live in the child's bedroom have the closest bonds. So like you wouldn't use this level of term of endearment for a toy that you linked to just for the day that lives in the yard.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be like a toy that you've been linked to.
It's like one of
over
us.
and over. Yeah, it's like a very special term of endearment for like a toy that you're very close to, and it's usually it just says an affectionate name. It's deeply meaningful and remember the first time we say it, so it might not always also be romantic.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking like if the kids or if the toys hear the mother refer to the child as that in the bedroom, like we first heard it in the bedroom when the mother's waking the child up or something. So it's like, Sweemar, like sweetheart, but like messed up. Or like Hango, like, oh, my little Hango. Like we don't really know what the word is, but we know it's like.
That's kind of what I was thinking for mine is a bastardized version of a real word.
I think that's a great thought for this game, So, like, if you have one
that's-
you love and you're confident,
I don't,
you
but
can
I'm
just
just
throw it
thinking,
out.
like,
Lil one.
Yeah.
Lil one.
Or like instead of sunshine, like I don't know, something like that.
Sasha, for
Sunshine.
sunshine.
Sunshaw.
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah.
My starshine.
Stasha, yeah.
Stasha,
Stasha.
because
My
they said
Stasha.
That's
maybe
cute.
mom says my starshine.
Or my
Yeah.
sunshine, and we don't know.
Yeah, so we just say
Stasha.
Something,
Stasha.
yeah, like
yeah,
a
it's like when a little
babyish
kid
version
says
of that.
thank you, and it's tattoo.
Yeah,
So
totally.
it's like Stasha.
So I like Stasha.
I think
Yeah.
it's very cute.
Okay,
With a
Stasha.
T or no T? Stasha or Sasha?
I think
Stasha.
Stasha. Like
Yeah.
S-T-A.
Like Starshine, but
I think S-T-A-C-H-A, but the C-H is sh.
Sure.
Stasha.
Stasha.
And is this our best friend? Is that what you'd say?
No, I think it's an affectionate name to call someone. So I think it could be best friend. I think it could be it's an term of endearment.
Can be
Yeah.
best friend.
It can be romantic. It doesn't have to be romantic.
Right.
It can be
Sweetheart
familial.
or baby or
honey.
yeah.
Yeah,
honey, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Stasha.
You can love a friend.
So
You can love
cute.
a lover. Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, now, so when you are building your scene, you can cast it. Again, you don't have to cast yourself in a scene if you don't think you belong in the scene. Everyone will be participating all the time, so it doesn't really matter if you're in your own scene.
Do you think if Lin-Manuel Miranda played this, he would put himself in every scene?
Yes.
That son of a bitch. I
So
know
what
he
else?
would.
So would Alfred Hitchcock.
So,
would
as
M.
we
Night Shyamalan.
use now, you have to use the word Stasha in the scene, but you can also use the word Link. You know, we want to keep building upon them.
I think I know we just joked about Lin-Manuel putting himself in scenes, but I'm gonna put myself in this one.
Wow.
I think after that conversation, you're my Stasha, and I'm like Stasha, you know.
You and I are Stasha?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
think I've called.
Because of the ear.
Do I say what the scene is?
So yeah, tell us what the scene is.
So it's a tender moment shared in secret.
Okay.
And so I think like maybe I don't think we have to decide if it's romantic or not, but I think like after that scene at some point I like come up to you, you know.
Right.
Questions before every scene. Where are you?
Is there like a bar? Like cuz
There
that's
could
what
be-
you said.
There can be
Yeah.
whatever we want. You know.
So maybe in like
But,
the
Somewhere
but I
in
would
the
like to know if
closet
there's
or
a
something.
bar. What is it actually?
Yeah,
maybe it's a
exactly.
maybe
I
it's
think
a.
it's a shoebox
what if it's
in the
a-
back corner of the closet.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
that's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
fun. I was gonna say, what if it's like a easy bake oven set or something?
Or it's like
Sure,
the-
but
you
I think
know.
the bar,
Yeah.
because we're drinking and
Or
that's
like
an
a Lincoln
adult
Log
thing,
House.
it should be like
Lincoln Log- or like
it should be
it's like
in
a
the
Hungry
back
Hungry
of the
Hippo
closet.
set.
Oh,
We just gather around.
What
it or
if there's
something
just like a
that.
little drip in the pipe and that's our like water? You're
That's
like-
cute.
and
I was
so-
thinking like one of those leaky
But we don't actually
batteries.
drink; it just like spills
Oh, the
over us.
leaky
That's
battery is a
cute.
good idea.
Yeah, like a little leaky battery.
No, that's the name of the bar.
Oh,
The
leaky
leaky
battery.
The leaky battery.
Because there's a leaky battery.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we
They've
can't
got-
touch
they
it because it's
serve-
got all that white stuff on it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
from an old alarm clock.
It burns us.
Okay, great. That's the kind of like
Yeah.
world building that's
Oh,
really
and the
fun for
alarm
this.
clock is red. The faint red is like neon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
It's pumping in and out a little
So
bit.
we're in.
And it's between the bedside table and the bed, so it's just on the fringe
Yeah, of the
forbidden
darkness.
zone. Of the
And
darkness.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do something after your turn just to show us one more rule of the game of something
Okay.
we can do, but I won't get in the way of your turn before I do it. So great, you've set up a location, and now you get to choose who's gonna be in the scene.
Okay, I think Bun Bun.
And sorry, what is the point of the scene?
It's a tender moment shared in secret.
Okay.
And then just set up like the moment before, like how do we where are we coming from?
I think you've gone to get more condensation drip or whatever it is
From
from
the
the
leak.
radiator. Oh, maybe there's like a little radiator. Maybe it's a New York bedroom.
Okay.
So there's a little radiator or a little AC, in-room AC, and
Yeah.
like we drink a little condensation drip and bring it back. Like
Okay.
bring it in a little like Barbie pail, pink Barbie pail, and that's what we get our drinks out of. So you've gone to get more condensation from the AC unit.
Okay.
And I'm like behind you a little bit, you know, like I just come up and I'm like,
What's it called? The leaky
You sort of
battery.
nuzzle me.
yeah, and I sort of just like I put my hand on you and I'm just like, Harold, we'll find your carrots, Dasha. Don't worry.
Oh, Kit, I have such fears for the future.
I know. I know.
You forget. I've been through Elder Child, and
I
now.
don't forget. I don't forget. I don't forget stuff.
Sometimes I feel like you don't believe in the Elder Child.
I believe that you believe,
Stasha.
and that's enough for me.
Stasha.
Yes, dear.
I believe because it's important for our future.
Yes, dear. We'll find your carrot,
Thank
and
you
if you
s-
can just try to find it yourself,
I will try,
I'll go
Stasha.
wherever it is.
I will try. Next time the child does not link with me, I shall try.
I'll even go under the bed for you, Stasha.
You would do anything for me, Stasha. Go find my carrot.
Scene. Now, like, yeah, but let's talk about it real quick. Like, instead of just saying Stasha over and over, the actual description of the word was something that if you heard it, you would actually be affected, right? So,
Yeah, we're saying sweetheart.
but
deeply
it sounded like you were
meaningful.
calling anyone Sasha. Like,
no, it's just the two of us.
the two of
they've
us.
got a
I guess
special-
what I would like to see in that scene, and you know, take this for what it's worth, is I think more to the point of the game is like if we just say Stasha casually, then Stasha is a casual word. Whereas I thought you were saying Stasha is like your best friend. It's something significant.
Yeah, but apparently we have a
Stasha-
romantic.
Well, so this
or a-
that was a tender moment that the two of us were having in secret, where we
So-
referred to each other as each other's Stashas.
So secretly, you guys have already been using this term. Or there's something.
neither of us
between
were
you.
surprised at calling the other one Stasha. Mm-hmm. But I think it's vague on the card if it's romantic, and I think it can be vague until we define it.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I think
That's
it was
okay.
totally fine.
I feel like
do.
we understood how we were using Stasha.
I just by the end of the scene where it's like, yes, Stasha. Okay, Stasha. Yes, that feels like making fun of the game. Again.
Nope, not at all.
Okay. All right. Bianca.
So I pick any of these?
That's right.
Okay, so I'm going to pick the past, how we refer to what's come before and how it's shaped us. This may be a specific time period in the past or the past as a general concept.
Michelle.
So, do we all want to talk about this?
Well,
Say it
First
one
of
more time.
all,
Which one you want?
you have to
No.
connect it. So you have to choose which aspect you're connecting it to, and you have to set what word you want, and then we
I'm
talk
gonna
about.
say fear of the dark.
Okay, and what is the word we're looking for?
The past.
So you tell us what kind of word you want, and then we can all talk about
Oh,
it.
I don't know what kind of word I want.
I think
we
that's-
should all just talk
I-
about it.
Sure, but I think like
Oh,
definitely.
I have to come up with one.
It's your turn is like you are going to take one of the words and connect it to something and then say, okay, I really like the idea maybe of this or something. Can someone help me there?
Oh.
Like I said, Hangul instead of angel.
I don't know. I guess something ominous sounding because it's the past, and if it's fear of the dark, it's like scary and unknowny.
Are we referring to like a specific moment that happened, or what we're scared of happening?
Yeah,
in the
like
dark?
it could have been an event of something that happened in the past. It
Or
could,
is this
or
like
it,
a thing that we're worried of happening in the dark?
or maybe it's what we call Jerry because he's been in the dark. You know, it's like there's a lot of different ideas there.
I like the idea that it's like something that's happened, like an event that happened.
An event that happened in the past in
That's
the
one
dark.
specific thing.
Yeah,
Or
like
just a
maybe we
word
bring
for
it
the
up,
past?
like.
Oh, like
Well, I
it
don't
now
know.
means the past.
Does it have to be? I don't know.
It doesn't have to be anything.
Like, you know, when people talk about like World War II, that was so scary. But like, we're not saying World War II.
But you're using it as a
You're
reference to
referencing
Okay.
a specific moment.
Okay, so like
Yeah.
what are
and
moments
like
when
that's
like
why people don't go under the bed because of this thing that happened, or that's why people don't go in the dark because of this thing that happened.
that inspired like what if there was a moment where like the power went out, like it was a storm and the power went out in the house.
Yeah.
And it was like a moment that we heard all the humans calling like
the silence.
yeah, the
Like when
dark
all
the
the
darkness,
hums
the
went
blackout,
away.
the storm.
What if it's just like the Great Blackout or something?
But it's for it to be in
Because
the
we heard-
past.
What?
Yeah,
Like
so
in
it's,
Spokane, this is so stupid, but in '97 we had this crazy ice storm that would like the ice got so heavy that it pulled power lines down.
Wait, what
And
if
so we
it's-
still to this day say, "Oh yeah, remember ice storm? Oh yeah, I remember ice storm."
Exactly.
Well,
And
in
you can just
Florida,
say that.
makes. What if we just call it the Andrew? Because Hurricane Andrew.
Sure, and we just kept hearing them say the word Andrew over and over.
Yeah,
and
they're
over,
like,
and we
oh
just really-
man, Hurricane Andrew's coming. We gotta prepare. Everyone's scary in the house.
And when
then
and
Hurricane
when it got
Andrew
dark,
happened.
we're like, Andrew's here.
Yeah.
And we're like, is it Andrew? It's
yeah,
Andrew.
and then now we all refer to it like, oh, that tree fell down and Andrew's never grown back.
But is it with a negative? Is the past with a negative connotation?
No, it doesn't say negative or positive.
but
Okay.
she gets to define that.
No,
So
no, I'm
like,
just-
yeah. So like you
But the prompt is what haunts some of us. so
Oh,
totally
okay.
works.
Some of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, just to throw it to everyone, you can be esoteric with your connections. If it makes sense to you, that's all it requires. We all have to use it, so it's good to have the whole team on
I
board.
like the Andrew.
Okay.
The Andrew.
The Andrew.
So he sounds like the Andrew sounds just like the opponent. You know, it's like bad luck or
The Andrew is the past.
We don't know what it was. I mean,
We just know that it happened.
we just know that it was really
not
scary
today,
and really bad.
and it was very scary.
But we have no idea if it's a
Yeah, and
person.
it wasn't today. We
don't
know it
what
wasn't
it
really
was.
yesterday.
And
Yeah.
now we can use it
And it
as
keeps
like
not being
a
yesterday.
warning.
Yeah.
It's our warn. Like you don't want to do that. You don't ever forget the Andrew.
Like maybe you were in the Andrew because, or who's old?
Well, we could be like, well, we don't have that fight anymore. That's back in the Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't feel that way about you anymore. That's
or like
in
if
the
we're talking
Andrew.
negatively
Oh, well, what
about
if
Bun Bun,
Andrew-
we can be like, he's still in the Andrew.
what if Andrew
You
is
know,
Yeah,
what if
he's remembering he's talking about time back in the Andrew.
what if
Yeah.
Andrew was the boy, the older brother who was not friendly?
But not everyone believes that child
But yeah,
exists.
it was
Right.
the
I
one
like
that
it. I
you were
like it
with.
as if it was like Hurricane Andrew. Like
I
you
like
said.
it too.
It
Like
Go
could've-
with, go with that
Andrew.
for reasons I'll reveal on my turn, please. Go with her. Don't go with that for reasons I'll reveal.
Like I like the idea that like because we name storms and
You're the one who
Yeah.
picks it, so you get to. do
Yeah.
I
it.
like the
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
So the Andrew means the past, not
Yeah.
today, and not really yesterday.
But it
It's a
comes from
scary
a
past.
real event. Yeah.
Right.
It comes from a real event. Yeah.
So okay.
It's a taboo past. It's like something that's scary to talk about. You know.
Like if someone's angry, they can be like, "I wish you stayed in the Andrew."
Yeah. Right.
You
Yeah.
know, like, oh my god, I can't believe they just said that.
And what's the scene gonna set up?
What haunts some of us?
So you get to define who's gonna be in the scene and what it.
I think Bun Bun because maybe he survived or was around during the Andrew.
You're so cute and you're so funny.
I know, and I'm missing
And
Claire.
what about Glowy and Bun Bun?
Okay.
Is that all I have to say?
That's all you have to say. Now, Glowy and Bun Bun, you two, where are you talking?
Want to say that mom threw you up on the bed,
Okay.
and it might just be like he's at school, or sorry, I keep gendering. I'm so sorry. The child's at school, so
Yeah.
it's just kind of downtime. We're just kind of chilling on the bed.
Maybe mom came in and tried to do like a quick sweep to clean up the room and just like picked up a couple of us, like threw
Yeah,
us on the
yeah,
bed up against
yeah.
the pillows.
Also, before you
Party
guys start,
mode.
there is an Australian accent that you have to do, courtesy of Blake Knight.
Boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Ozzy,
Everyone
mate.
has to do
I wish you
Australian.
had stayed
It's
in the
party
Andrew
mode.
Blake night.
It's party mode. Everyone now has to speak.
Oh, who's
The Andrew.
He's got the
I'll go
timer.
Or nor.
or we just do the scene and we try and
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just try the scene.
like.
It's going.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Oh. Bon Bon, how was your day today?
I was great. Oh, great. Yeah.
How was,
Can't find my carrot.
did you get linked up today?
I did. It got linked up with my Kit.
No, it's all right. I know you call her Stasha. Oh, that's very
Oh.
nice.
She calls me Stasha too. Sometimes.
How does it make you feel?
Makes me feel like I've never seen an Andrew before.
A bit like this, and then I start glowing.
Oh.
Just like that. If only I had me last carrot.
So sorry you lost your carrot.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Have you had Yasmina or Kit look for it?
I've asked. She hasn't gone yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not.
Yeah. What's gone is lost in the Andrew, I always say.
That's what I always say too.
I don't remember the Andrew. I think that was just before my time.
I was there. It's not worth talking about. Some things don't need to get brought up again.
Bun Bun, I know that a lot of the folk down on the floor don't believe that you were ever with another child. But I've heard the mother talking about some things, sadly, sometimes. Do you remember much about your time back in the Andrew?
It's hazy, but I remember some of it.
What do you remember?
I remember days of laughter. Days of laughter. Was that the end of the Australian?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I remember days of laughter, days of togetherness, and then, for reasons I'll explain very shortly, everything changed, and child was no more.
The child was no more,
Child was no more.
or not?
Not even a goodbye, just no more.
Oh, that's awful. Well, I'm glad you're with us now.
Me too, mate.
Cut. That I thought it was a great scene. I really feel like both of you really painted that word. So like I felt like the word was the most important thing in the scene, and that's kind of what we want to aim at.
And also,
Great.
since that was the introduction of Glowy, he's Australian.
Great. That fits. It's
fine, yeah.
And then
That's why he's so big. He's an Australian butterfly, but he's just massive.
and because this is a like alternate type of storytelling, don't be afraid to make plot choices on your scene. Like if on your turn you could be like they just went out to look for the carrot. You know what I mean? That's kind of how the plot progresses in this game, is by us making choices for it to progress in our scenes. So just realize you do have the book guides us. There is a kind of a story that we will follow the script of. There's two paths. We'll choose one of them after the end of this age. But aside from that, we're in charge of making the story happen. So the more we put into it, the better. That was your turn, right?
Yeah.
Great. That was awesome. Ryan, it's your turn.
Okay. My card is a bad omen. A symbol for our dread. We've always had worries about the future, but this thing anchors it to reality. When we say the word, we feel how fragile the isolation really is. My idea for this was a college flag pennant. Because I remember when my brother and I both got into college a couple years apart from each other, we put the flags on our like bedroom doors, and it was a symbol of about to go away.
To school.
That we were about to go away. And so I would suggest maybe that. Well, I don't want to say how old the child is, maybe, but I don't know. Maybe the child is.
The child is
Maybe
10.
the child is 12, but still, it's like I want to go to.
We were told the child is 10 right now.
Okay.
Well, I will say I have an 8-year difference from my oldest sibling.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother turned 10 my freshman year of college.
Right.
So like,
Also, I had like a Stanford flag on my bedroom wall when I was like 9, and not that I went, but you know, like
Sure,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna grow up in whatever, go to whatever. So, or maybe the child has brought in elder child's college flag pennant or something. But my idea for the word was whatever is on the flag, which we mispronounce, and so maybe it's something like. If it's like an Arizona State flag, we say like it's ASU or something like that.
That's cute.
Because it's like because we see the
acronym of the
acronym.
college on the flag, and
oh sure.
and it certainly to me, I remember when Elder Child, when that appeared on the wall for the first time, and then Elder Child was gone shortly after.
This begets a question: do we read?
I think I have knowledge of symbols, which is very bastardized again.
So this is an ominous warning, is that right?
I think so.
And
I mean, clearly not if the child's 10, but to us, we think it might be.
and so what
Or
do
to
you
me.
what do we want? What do you want to call it?
I kind of want to call it ASU.
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 Everyone on board with that?
I like that Asu also is like in the same tenor as Andrew, when they're both
Yeah.
sort of like.
Yeah.
Scary.
How do you spell ASU?
Well, on the flag, it's ASU. But
ASU.
Yeah.
Or it could be
ASU.
ASOO.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
not
I
too
mean,
different.
well, we in this case we would literally see it written out as ASU, but
So
again,
ASU.
no one actually knows. Probably no one else can actually read it except for me, and even then.
So
you read it like you're reading symbols. or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah. It's like hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
so you saw. You give me a sentence. Like I saw the ASU. I saw an ASU. Is it any ominous warning? Is an ASU? Is that what we call
It's like
it?
we can all read the Asu.
I mean, I've only seen it once
the sky.
before, and right after that one time I saw ASU.
So this is your second time seeing it.
Yeah.
When
Okay.
the Asu comes,
And
they
honestly, it could be
disappear.
something like
because the family goes to this college.
it
and
could be
that's-
something like younger child has moved elder child's flag into
Yeah.
his room.
Uh-huh.
Child is clearly not has
Or
just
like if we get left downstairs or something, we see the mail.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
see like
yeah, yeah.
ASU, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
well, totally,
ASU,
yeah.
And yeah.
So it probably has actually nothing to do with the child, but somehow and I certainly
Or
have a
the,
connection
like
to this.
they have sweaters, or they have the
Exactly,
picture
yeah,
with
yeah.
Asu in it, or something. So when you see Asu, it's like
To me, it's
bad tea
triggering.
leaves or
Yeah.
something.
And
Or like when
Leaves.
mom and dad come in with an ASU sweatshirt on, that means we don't know, but like they're packing the family up and they're going to go to like a game or visit their kid.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
every time we
means
see the
our
ASU.
child disappears for a very long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does also say a bad omen that only some acknowledge, which we've also set up nicely because clearly some people don't believe in the elder child. And so
That
I
makes
think most
sense.
people aren't triggered by this. It's just me that's like, oh, you guys, it's that thing.
it's happening
Or
again.
maybe-
Wait,
like-
listen to me. This guy is falling.
Yeah.
It could also be like to go really long with it, like a college bill or something. It means
Yeah.
the mom or the parents are in a bad mood, and then the kid, then it trickles down,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
when Asu come around, it's either really good, but it's normally really tense.
Yeah.
That's
Something
great.
along these lines.
Okay. So, what scene do you want to create?
I'm going to put myself not in it because I think it'd be more interesting to have people who don't have a connection talking about what their perspective about it is. So we're going to say that Tender Heart Bear and Baby have just seen the flag moved in. And we'll say out of scene that I've remarked on it already. Or they already knew, but
But is your intention that they don't really believe you?
I'm not going to let them decide that.
Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna write baby. I'm gonna write my real name.
yeah.
So
I'll
let's
let
say
them
you
decide that.
came home,
Call me baby. You just call me baby. You shouldn't.
and B, this will affect you. So, like, let's say you came home and
Well, then let's do-
Bianca, is going to affect
Wait,
you.
she's deciding.
I don't understand. I thought we call each other by our real names.
That's a good question, actually.
It
It's
depends
up
if
to
we're
your
being played by-
character. It's
I was
totally
just
up to your
saying
character.
because if we're going back and forth.
What's your Yasmina? I say
Yasmina's my real
Yasmina
name.
and Jerry.
Yeah.
I can move this also so you can see it.
So like, I would never call you Indy. I'd call you Kit. I'd
Correct.
Never call
My
you
bad.
Baby. I'd call you Yasmina. But we know that he calls that
If
the
the
child calls you
child's-
baby.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The child calls you Indy.
God, it's like we have like dead naming in our world, basically.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, literally, yeah.
Okay, so anyway, Yasmina and Jerry are talking about this. I'm gonna say because the flag has been put up in the room.
Right. So
And-
I was going to say.
And I had a freak out.
So you came back and you told people, you told the group that the flag is up, and some of the group scoffed and laughed at it.
Right, and I said last time I saw Asu, elder child disappeared.
And then you left, and these two are left alone.
Are talking about it privately, yeah.
So then we decide where we are.
Yeah.
Do you want to say we're like, maybe the child has just left and we're like cleaning up the Legos or something like that in the middle of the room?
Sure.
So we're like working, kind of.
Great.
Because then because I'm imagining is the flag in the child's room or?
I think that I was gonna say the child has put his brothers or the child has put their siblings' flag up in the room for whatever reason.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So then it makes more sense that we can see it in the
Yeah.
middle.
It's sort of like hanging over everyone.
It's just like hung on the
symbolically.
wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all? That it? Do we have to do anything else before we set up the scene? So I'm looking up at the flag.
Oh,
This is what Harold talked about.
I know. Oh man,
I don't really.
I've only seen this one other time.
Oh, you've seen it before?
Yeah,
When did you see it?
saw it in the driveway. It was pretty bad.
Oh no!
It-
The
it was-
day of the garage sale.
I was in the box. I saw it in all the other boxes. It was a lot of Asus.
Oh man!
And the end days are near. I know it. I escaped in the Andrew. And then I came back here.
Okay, take a breath. Take a breath.
The Asu is near.
Take a breath.
We're all gonna die.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
I can't push myself.
You want to save
You're
your
my best friend.
You want to save your energy for when we're linking later. Remember.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend too.
I got
So
it.
you putting a Lego down.
We can do this.
That's right.
We
Let's
just gotta stick together.
Focus on the Legos. That's right. That's right.
You don't know
worry,
like I
this-
know.
This Asu.
Oh my God.
I'll protect you from this Asu.
Sorry, some of the coolant just leaked on me again. I love this drink. Oh,
Don't worry. The recon team will protect all of us from the Asu. It won't get us. I promise you.
you don't know.
You have my word.
I saw things being taken by other the children. We're gonna be taken by them too when Asu comes.
No. We won't. We're always going to be here with our child.
You don't know that.
Our child will always care for us and look out for us.
Listen to me, Yasmin. I came from the dark during the Andrew. We're never gonna make it. I got lucky. The winds were high and the storms were clear. Hold on. Ah, this one got stuck underneath me.
Yeah, if you don't watch out, they hurt you.
You have to stick to. We have to link. You link now or you die.
We won't. We are the best linkers there are.
Don't scare the other townspeople.
We won't.
But we have to
There's
link.
nothing to be afraid of.
We'll never survive the Andrew.
When we're together, we can make it through anything.
Asu is coming.
Scene.
Okay. Garrett.
Sue is fucking coming.
Ryan, pick a card, and Garrett, it's your turn.
Great. I've been waiting all game. For
Oh my
this.
God, I know what this is gonna be.
It is expletive.
Oh yeah!
Amazing.
We got an expletive.
Our expletive of choice. I'm sorry, but I take no suggestions.
You want first? You still have to tie it to an aspect.
That's great. It is tied to playtime.
Okay.
A word said in fury or frustration. Some may find it distasteful. A moment we'll later regret. The word is gank.
Yeah. Good job, Garrett.
Thanks.
Inspiration.
No. It's like, no.
And
So
I-
it's like saying fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I specifically want Yasmina,
Ugh.
Yasmina,
Nah.
Kit, and Barney Brave to do this scene. But my only caveat is Barney Brave can't come up with the word. Someone else has to think of saying the word.
Oh, we're coming
I
up
don't-
with the word in the moment?
Yeah.
Or
You just doesn't want him to say it
You
first.
don't
Or
want him to use it
expletive.
first.
I was just gonna say I don't swear. You know.
No, this is what the scene's
Oh yeah, the bottom has
A
to be
moment we'll
something.
later regret is like, yeah.
Oh, a
And
moment
now-
we'll later
Oh.
regret.
But
Okay.
it'll turn into like what we use
But-
as the word fuck.
But you have to prompt that for them. You have to prompt
I just said it.
Yeah.
I said it when I
Yeah.
started this.
So. Wait, so the scene is we're making up the
It's
the
a moment
expletive.
you'll regret.
Okay, so
because
it's the
you-
And
it's
we're
the
regretting
three of us.
making up this word as the expletive.
It's three of
Yeah.
us. No. We don't have to
Oh.
regret making up the
We're
word.
regretting
We're
whatever
gonna
happens,
someone's.
something that
It's like
happens
if
in
you
the
called, if you were like "fuck you" and you're like "fuck, I shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
I regret this. You
Yeah.
know.
But we're allowed to hate the word. You said that.
You are allowed to hate the
Okay,
word. You're allowed to have a bad connection to the word. I think my character is kind of a softie. I'm gonna. But let's set our location. Maybe you had your conversation with him and you guys are getting ready to go out to find the carrot. Maybe it's
Yeah, maybe where do we live? Do we like share a wall or something? That way we can have like a recon room. You know what I mean? Or do we have like a base? a
Oh,
headquarters?
maybe we're at the bottom of the toy box and there's like a little loose board, and that's how we
And that's
first
our
started
recon
doing.
room.
That's how we first started getting out.
Okay.
Oh, that's really funny.
There's
Maybe-
like a crack in the toy box, and we live in the crack.
maybe is
Like-
is there a world where either of you are mad at Harold, or
For
it's,
what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be mad at Harold.
Well,
You wanna be mad
it's
at
like
him?
what would inspire one of us to say the word game?
Yeah, I will.
You want to be mad at him?
Sure.
And
I'm
maybe
your
you're just
Sasha.
maybe
I
you're just a
know.
dirty
upset.
mouth kind of, and it's not a big deal to you. Whatever you want. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait. So we're in the we're reconning to go, and what are you doing here?
I'm here to
come
give you
say-
provisions. I come to like check up on people
Okay,
before they
cool.
go. Okay.
Okay.
I know. Hold on. This is rough.
Is there anything you specifically need while I'm out?
Well, you know that
we're out.
Harold is flipping out over his lost carrot. Now Harold is flipping out over this
We're going to find
Asu.
We already know about
We will find
Yeah.
the carrot.
the Asu and the
We will be
carrot. They're
successful.
combined. We've heard.
Nothing
Okay.
can take us down.
Listen, I know that both of you are comfortable going near the dark, but I must insist that you avoid the dark. There's nothing but evil in there, and nothing good can come of us exploring that.
Well, I must insist when you link with someone, you watch out for their ganking carrot.
Excuse me!
Whoa.
Excuse yourself!
Sorry.
Watch
Kit!
your mouth.
Are you Kit or are you Indy?
Wow.
Because you seemed like an animal right
We've
then.
talked about this, kid. You can't keep using that word. It's offensive.
I have asked to sew up those ganking carrots.
Kid, use your words. You have more words to use.
I think it's important that
You're
you
smarter than this.
you should remember that Harold has been through a lot. And
He knows a
Harold,
lot more than we do.
Please don't bring up the Andrew like this. It's not a light matter.
the Andrew, whether or not it actually happened, the Andrew must have affected everyone here, and we should try to be sympathetic. I was outside, and I was.
You were outside during the Andrew?
Just for a moment, and then I was in its teeth, and it was.
Oh, he's talking about
It is Andrew.
yes, his Andrew.
Isn't that ever? That's the
Different
Andrew.
It's different.
Listen. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about what happened to you. But it should inform you that when you are linked, you look out for your link. You don't just ignore everything that's happening. That carrot is massive. You should have seen what happened.
She's right. You should have been a better partner to your link.
Take off right now.
We can't all be
Kit,
everyone.
enough with that word.
We can't be everyone's Stasha all the time. I did my best.
Don't you bring it up. That's not for you to say. Find your own.
You can't own a word.
I've got
Kit.
something to find. His carrot.
I was just saying, be careful, and I suggest that you both be very careful.
Oh, do you need more of those round batteries that look like tiny
I always need
pepperonis?
more round batteries. And if you find any string,
Okay.
we need more string.
It might be floss again.
Oh, So itchy.
Easiest one we can find.
It's
okay?
It's everywhere. It's in all these
Terrible.
baskets. They're easy to get into.
Yeah.
Right, but
It's covered in that material, that white
Yeah.
material. It's kind of gross.
Kid, maybe just try to wash your. You know, people get upset by that word.
Yeah, I agree.
Not everyone can live on the edge.
And scene.
All right, Garrett, pick a card, and Jason, take your turn.
Great. Okay. I have unit of time.
Okay.
And I have a thought on this. So when I was a kid, my my mom would always be like, you know, come downstairs, and I would be like, 1 more minute, 1 more minute.
Garrett has to have his arms up. 3 minutes.
Is it Garrett?
Oh,
Right.
Wait,
It says Garrett.
No, I'm gonna-
why?
3 minutes.
I don't
Garrett-
know.
Garrett
You're gonna have
Gang-
to ask producer Graham.
Graham, you did this?
Does it say Garrett?
Garrett
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Ganks.
underneath
Garrett
her.
Ganks.
And Garrett will have to put his arms up.
Yep.
Probably Kim, let's be honest.
Probably can.
Graham did it.
Yeah, but
Graham
because
did
someone,
it.
Graham did it himself.
Graham did it.
Go, Graham. Okay.
Great. Okay, so when I was a kid, I was like the king of 1 more minute, 1 more minute, and my mom would be like, if I hear 1 more minute, 1 more time, because I was always like 1 more minute, and she would be like, no more minutes, and so I love that we measure our unit of time by like the phrase like a 1 more.
One more. Oh, that's
one
cute.
more.
Yeah.
It's
One
one
more.
more. It's
Just
a,
a few, a
it's
couple
a
of
one
1 mores. Yeah, a couple of 1 mores.
A one more.
Yeah.
Is there an end there, or is it a-
one more.
or
Is
it
it like
one more?
WUNMOR?
W
What is it?
yeah W Wummer WUMMOR
A wummer.
a
A
Wummer
wummer.
a Wummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
W.
And that's a short time.
Just one more.
It's like I would say that it is synonymous with like moment, like what we as humans think
Like
of
a
as
couple of wummers?
moment. Yeah, just a couple of wummers.
It's just gonna take me a wummer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone longer than a couple of wummers.
What aspect are you attaching this to?
I'm gonna attach it to the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cut
Okay.
to us
So
a
that
month later using all
specifically
these.
with thinking of it of like them going on recon missions, it'll just be a couple of wummers, or like when it's nighttime and I'm glowing, I glow for some time longer than some wummers.
Okay.
We've only got a few wummers till his glow goes out.
What was the last thing you said? When you're glowing a
When
little
I'm
longer
glowing,
than
like
normal?
when we're like we're sleeping, but like when it's nighttime, I'm glowing for longer than some wummers.
Yes. Long.
Okay.
He
It's
long.
several wummers.
Several wummers.
Yeah.
But it's not more than a wummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
like
Still measured it-
wummers
so
are short.
playtimes
And
are
still
couple
measured in
couple of
wummers.
wummers is like
playtime is maybe a couple of wummers, like
Yeah.
20 to 30 minutes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like 10 minutes is a wummer or so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Because 1 more minute for me was always 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, a couple of wummers is like 30 minutes to an hour,
Okay.
and then we could maybe say like a long wummer
So this is a great time to
Is-
talk about our
while he's gone.
the next rule. If you want, you
Gee,
can
they.
if you want, you can create a variant word based on the words we have. So if I at any point wanted to be like my favorite link is my linksha,
Oh,
then
that's cute.
I can create that
We
linked
should
word.
do that one.
Oh, that's cute.
And so I'm just going to do that right now. And the way you
Did
do
somebody
this,
do a timer for you?
Nope.
the way you do
Great,
this,
you have 2 minutes left.
I've
Um,
at least done this for a minute and a half.
when you
No,
do
me
this,
too.
you dump a card. So it's also kind of a way to, if you don't like cards, but
Oh, you can just do it as a card yourself.
it costs a card to do it. You throw the card away. You pick a new
I see.
card. You can do it on anyone's turn, so you can do it
Should
at any
we be
time.
looking at this 2 card yet, or no?
Yeah, you can look at it. It's now one of your cards. You can, and on the when we're in the second age, you don't have to use your 2 card. But the 1 cards are going to be like friend, home, really basic things. And as age 2 will get more complicated, and then age 3 will get really like
Real
esoteric.
complicated.
Yeah.
I see.
So, okay. So keep going.
So
Oh, so I was
so
going to make a
wummer-
link.
A wummer is our playtime is a wummer or 2. The child being gone to school is a couple of wummers. Nighttime. I want to have a word for that then, because that's a different time for
Nighttime
us.
can't be measured in wummers.
Right. Nighttime is like its own.
Wummers
unit.
has like sort of like a benevolent attachment,
Yeah.
or like a
Yeah, Wummers is like
So Wummers is a we never talk about nighttime has a different word,
yeah,
and we'll come up with that later maybe.
yeah. Like Wummer is like couple of moments, couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I never
couple
describe
of hours.
actual nighttime as being hours. I
Yeah.
describe it as nighttime.
Yeah. Great.
Give up that word. Okay.
I feel like it's been 3 minutes.
I feel like it's been 3 minutes.
Take those
thank
arms
you,
down.
guys.
Great.
So we can see a time
Okay,
stamp
now
or something
in
at some
this
point.
in this scene, can I? Oh, I guess I can't do an escape because I have to be out, or someone has to be out.
Yeah, just leave someone. I'm happy to be out if you need someone out, but
No, let's do.
I feel really good about our ganking too.
You
Don't say
can't
that word.
That is offensive.
we are
I
on
was out
stream.
of character.
We're on stream.
Offensive. You
Okay,
can't say that.
okay.
Don't gank me like that.
So the scene is a plan is made.
Okay.
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 That makes sense.
I feel like I'm vibing with the
And we're ending the act here, so
Right.
this is exciting. You
so
know?
like I feel like the plan, at least so far, is let's find the carrot.
yeah,
And
we're
we eat
going
a
out
couple
in
of
we're going
pepperonis.
out at nighttime to find the carrot. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the plan. I think that's where we're at right now. It's like I'm glowing.
What if they've been gone for longer than we expected?
Well, I'm thinking it's like. Oh, I was thinking that this is when they walk out the door.
It's your call. You're the
Like
director.
this is like
Yeah.
We've just left.
I don't know. I think it's
Well, so what's the prompt?
the prompt is just a plan is made. So I feel like they're not gone. I feel like
Well, so it's the
you
impetus
leave
Making
it.
for
the
us to
plan.
leave. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can just
It's
be
just
that
like three?
moment.
No, I think I want to do. I think I want to do me, the three of you, and you guys watch.
Okay, we're out.
Yeah,
You haven't done a lot though. I wanna-
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just gonna
okay.
go to the bathroom. Do it. It's fine.
Okay.
If you have to use, I kind of want to skip our break today to get us through this game. So
Great. So he'll pee. I'll pee.
Be able to get to
I think
somewhere
so
else,
because
okay.
it took us 80. It took us 80 minutes to begin the game, which is
Okay.
normal, and then the rounds take 30 to 40 minutes. So
Yeah, it feels like if
we'll-
we're
we
already
might
on
be here.
two.
We might be here 15 to 20 after, but that should be no more than that.
Okay.
So a plan is made. The child has just fallen asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
The word is Wummer.
The word,
Word is Wummer. And
And where are we? Where are you?
he's tossed and turned a little bit, and so I've like slipped off the bed just a bit.
So you're kind of looking down.
So I'm kind of looking down.
Your head is just like.
Yeah, where you guys are kind of gathered around the foot of
You're
the.
creating a little pool of glow light for us to form a plan.
Yes, and you guys are like at the foot of the bed, with like the door being left open in sight.
Okay.
Oh, are we going? Are we? Do we have to leave the room? I thought the carrot was lost in here.
I don't know where the carrot's lost. If I knew where the carrot was, I would go find it.
Okay, well. I thought we were gonna have to go through the maze under the bed.
Yeah. I don't blame you for your carrot being lost. I just wish that your links were a little more responsible with how they played with it.
I'll try and choose better links.
Thank you.
Are we in the scene?
Now,
Oh, I
now,
thought I
now.
was.
Listen, the three of you. I know that you go out a lot, and it's just a couple of runners, but I think going and looking for something that's been lost for a long time is not a good idea.
You'd rather him be incomplete?
I'd rather him be safe. No. I'd rather you be safe.
We know what we're doing. We're recon force.
I got a bad issue about
You're
this.
supposed to do the choreography with me.
I've never done it.
Every
Yeah.
time. We've had rehearsals.
I've never done it.
Yes, Kit, I've got a real bad issue about this, and I don't think this is a good idea.
Listen, I think. Listen, we're not gonna go crazy. We're not even gonna leave the room, the bedroom. I think we can go under the bed. It'll be a few warmer. If it's more than a few warmers, if it's looking like it's nighttime,
It is night time.
well, no.
The child is sleeping.
If it's looking like it's gonna be the nighttime, then maybe we'll be in trouble. But we can last a couple of warmers. I've got enough light in here, at least for that.
And I can see in the dark.
We'll be fine.
We know what we're doing. We're experienced.
Not since the Andrew has anyone gone under the bed for more than just a few Wummers.
Your carrot.
It's
You'll
fine.
be incomplete without your carrot.
I can accept what will happen to me.
Promise me this.
You could tell me what it is first.
If we find your carrot, I need 2 things from you.
What are they, Stasha?
You'll ask more from your link,
I can do that.
and you'll let me stitch your carrots to your apron.
I will let you do that as well.
All right, lovers, are we ready to go?
Ganking, get it.
No more.
Don't say that
Oh,
word.
sorry.
Everybody, be quiet. Just keep
The
it
kid
down.
could hear you. Jeez.
If it's looking like it's going to be a few warmers more than it should be, do you mind jumping down and lighting up the entrance to the bed?
I can't come down after you. I've never told anyone this. There was another one on the bed before me, with me.
A carrot?
No. His name was. His name was Marcus.
You're glowy, and his name was Marcus. Just wanted to understand.
He was a corded blanket, and he fell off the other end of the bed. And we've never seen him since.
Off
I
the
can't go
head
that
of
far.
The bed?
In
No,
a warmer.
like by the wall.
You're like between the bed
He
and the
slipped
wall.
down.
We can't go that deep. We've got a warmer, maybe
This
2.
is what I'm saying. I can't come with you.
No,
I
and
can't
wouldn't
go
ask
with you.
to.
I've got to provide light to everybody else in the room. Please come back.
If he slips off the child might wake up.
What we can do is we can maybe leave. We can use the old corn chip behind under the nightstand and break off little bits so we know how to get back.
I like the sound of that plane.
Let's
so
hope.
we have a trail.
Yeah,
Sounds like something we used to do back in the Andrew.
yeah. I'm gonna show that Ace.
This won't be a new Andrew. I will promise you that.
Thank you, Stasha.
Scene.
I'm your
Okay, age 1 wraps up with the toys on a mission to go look under the bed. Now,
using a corn chip to break.
My mom's gonna see this and call me and be like, "Oh, I have the carrot. It's I've had it since 1987."
Jason,
It's right
draw.
here in this book. I pressed it.
Jason, draw a card from that Act 2 deck.
Yes, Gare grabbed it for me.
As we enter age 2, there are a few things that need to happen. The first thing, one of our aspects must change.
Oh,
So,
maybe it's playtime. Oh wait, no. What's our aspects?
our playtime.
bedroom, and for the dark.
Maybe playtime's getting.
As in we're
more
ditching one and
violent or
introducing another one?
something.
Or we're just-
So it actually says one of them must evolve is
Okay.
the phrase. So
I mean, sounds like Fear of the Dark is about to evolve.
well, let's talk about it. What do we think makes the most sense? Fear of Dark makes a lot of sense. If we're about to go find out what's in the dark, we could change our opinion to that. Now here are our story links. Let me tell you this. We have to pick one of these, so I'm going to read both. The child is 11 now. In the past year, the child has changed. Playtime happens once every few weeks and is quickly interrupted. One afternoon, a new child toddles into the bedroom, clutching a new toy in a sticky hand. Who does the new child play with? What does the arrival of a new child mean? That's story plot A.
Okay.
Here's story plot B.
Grosses me out.
Plot B. The child is 11 years old. In the past year, the child has changed. Playtime only happens once every few weeks. It's interrupted by homework, socializing, other interests. What are these other interests? What does the child do during what used to be playtime, and how does it make us feel? So which of these narratives do we want to follow?
Read the second one again.
So basically, the second one is the child is outgrowing his toys, and the
Uh-huh.
first one is there's a new child taking
Yeah.
over.
Can you? There's a child with sticky hands toddling in.
I don't want that
Is the
one.
first one.
The first one is there's
Like
a
a stranger comes in.
a new
And
child,
brings a new toy.
and
Yeah.
but also a new baby is basically adding to the family. It's kind of that
Oh, it's
idea.
a
But
baby?
do we
It's-
get
yeah.
do we get
Toddler.
played
Oh,
with?
I didn't
It
clock
just
that
says
was a
it
baby.
says
Yeah.
a new child toddles into the bedroom, clutching a new toy in a sticky hand. So it's like
Oh,
a
sure, that's
more
a toddler.
more
That's
infant.
a child.
And so we can either go with the story that
I feel like we're
a
already
new.
leaning toward because of the Asu, the kid growing up.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Does
Okay.
that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Great. Then that is selected. Here is our plot. The child is 11. In the past year, he's changed. So we
So now it's been a year.
It's been a year.
So you have your carrot.
I don't know.
Well, let's talk
Oh,
about it.
yeah, maybe we
What
never
did we
got the
find under the
carrot.
bed? Because now we kind of need to know. Was it a big? Did we find something scary and dangerous, and we retreated, and maybe you didn't
Maybe
get your
we
carrot
found
back?
I think you found
Marcus.
other toys for sure.
Maybe we found Marcus and like he is a
What if there's?
raggedy, sad,
he's full
scary.
crazy.
Well, what if there's?
crazy-
What if it's not just Marcus? What if there's a whole other like group of toys under there?
What if they're afraid of the light now?
Oh,
Yeah.
a group of toys that are afraid of the light, and we're a
yeah.
group of toys that are afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
And it
There's-
could also be that there's toys that are battery operated that have gone to the Andrew now, that can't come back, even when you
don't-
put a
that-
new battery in them.
Yeah, because maybe the old batteries in there leaked. and-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, corrosive.
And like we've
yeah.
never seen that before because we as a society have like kept up
Right.
batteries.
Maintenance.
Yeah.
At this point, anyone who wants to can discard one additional card and draw another Act 2 card.
I like these Act 2
Do
cards.
we need
this
these
Yeah, I like
Act
these
1
Act 2
cards?
cards.
You should still have 3 cards. So
But we can
But
get
do we need the Act 1 cards?
you
We have
can
two of
use
them
the
left.
Act 1 cards in Act 2.
we can get rid of both of them or only one of them.
You can only get rid of one card.
Okay.
So you have the option to destroy one of your cards and pick a new one if you don't want it.
Why did you just take 2 then?
Because I'm going to throw one of my others
okay.
away. Yeah, I don't really need these.
Oh, fascinating.
Now, at this point, you may be noticing action cards are showing up.
That's what I got.
So action cards do something specific. They say on them. You play them just like you would a normal turn, so you're still only going to play one card.
Wait, say that again?
You would play an action card says action on it, and you play it just like a word card, except it does something more specific.
If you want to, you can get rid of. You can only have 3.
Yeah, of course.
You want one of these?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
You have room, right?
I actually like. Oh, this is Act 2. Okay, great. I'm gonna start. So, our first thing is we need to evolve one of our aspects. So the aspect can totally change, or it can just have a new connotation, but it needs to adjust. One of them. So, what do we think has changed in a year?
I think playtime. 'cause
I
it's
think-
getting older.
I think playtime. So what
Yeah.
happens is child's bedroom.
Maybe they got to switch.
Child's bedroom is going to move into age 2, but playtime is not. Playtime will stay behind. And Fear of Darkness will continue into age 2. So we've also met a new group of toys. No, come on.
Do we pick a new aspect or no?
We need to evolve it. So yeah. So what does playtime become? Maybe. Oh. We
I mean, we're
have a-
fine, but
We are.
So maybe playtime has become like. It's something of the
I mean,
past, you know.
I like,
Also
I like
they use
that.
the
I like that they got a switch. So now they're in the living room.
And we don't even. So like playtime is like a happy past that we barely talk about, you know.
Yeah.
Or
Well, what
something.
if playtime has just become half of what it used to be, and,
Or-
and then the new toys are like controllers and things that don't respond to us, like they're just inanimate.
Do we
Yeah.
want to say
All the new
electronics?
toys?
No, but like
Some of them.
the electronics. Playtime has started to include electronics.
So we're gonna.
Right.
I
Like
think
the
our.
in his
Furbies
room,
or
in their
something.
room, in her
Yeah,
room.
in their room.
Yeah.
Like Furbies or something that require, like something like that.
So
No, like they got a switch in their room and they play with it, and
Oh,
when
like a
they're gone,
Nintendo Switch.
yeah, and then when they're gone, the
Oh.
controllers don't talk and don't walk around like we do.
Okay.
Okay, so our new aspect is digital toys. These are kind of making us feel outdated, and our boy is outgrowing us for these toys.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to create a.
Greg, I'm a little
Yeah.
only because I saw over my shoulder that someone else has this just a generic create a word card,
So that actually means to invent a new word.
but like you have to do that for the other ones too.
No,
So-
because a lot of them were just kind of like making phrases or combining things. The invent a word specifically is like an alien word that doesn't exist.
Okay.
It's not that far off from some of the things we've been doing, but
Okay.
okay. I would like to talk about what lies outside, and I think we need a word for the outsiders.
Ooh.
And I want to call them Nox.
The Outsiders is in the new digital toys.
Nox.
Okay.
They are Nox because they're nocturnal kind of thing. Like they are the Nox. They are.
This is just for the electric, not
Yeah,
the
these electric
things on the
toys
bed.
that aren't part of our community. That
Okay.
we met them under the bed, and they.
Oh, so not the Switch.
Yeah.
These are the toys that live under the bed
Oh,
that we
okay.
discovered.
What if Nox just
The ones
refers?
that are afraid
What
of
if
the light.
what if
Yes.
Nox refers not just to like light? What if it refers to electricity? Like, are any of us electric?
Couple
Oh,
of
well,
those.
I mean,
Or
if
not
we have
electric.
batteries.
No, battery.
I think that's
doesn't count as
quite.
an
I think that's a
electric.
little different than like digital. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
who's digital? is the
These
question.
new toys are digital. Maybe that's what Nox is. Like Nox is like the other kind of toy that doesn't have a heart. It doesn't talk to us. It like doesn't communicate with us. It feels alien and weird.
So that's only the digital stuff because under the bed it could be like Barbies and shit. It's not all digital.
Right. Right.
Maybe we just mix it all together. You know what I mean?
Anything other than
My only thought was
Foreign, just foreign.
what's under the bed might have been elder child's toys, so it might be like an older generation of.
I'm gonna say Nox means the others.
Okay, so just the others in general. So
Okay.
it's digital toys and
Any-
under the
any
bed
foreign toy.
toys. Yeah.
Okay, so now, Michelle, we have a phrase that refers to. Wow, why is that going the wrong way?
it's just something that's
It's fine. Not unless you're gonna have it too.
still drinking the drink you gave me.
Okay. I know. It's a strong
But you
one.
can have it. I don't care.
Oh wait.
Okay, I would like to do a scene where I am addressing.
Wait, you said we had a new thing phrased, but then you didn't say the rest
Nox, you're out of the.
Nox is the name of any foreign toy. So the digital toys and the toys under the bed are all Nox.
Can we
And-
call them NOCS because we had NOX in our actual campaign?
Okay, I mean, sure.
Is it pronounced the same?
Yes. It is pronounced the same.
Okay, I would like to have a scene where I am talking to the tribe and someone's not there. Who doesn't think they're there? Does
Maybe
anyone
one of the
does
tribe
anyone
is that-
like the Nox? Does anyone like the Nox?
Maybe one of the two folk that
Yeah. Do
go on
you?
missions.
My only thought was I do feel like I would be more of an outsider compared to the rest of the toys, so only on that aspect alone would I say.
So you think you'd have sympathy for them?
Or I just might feel differently about them than other people.
Oh.
Okay, I want you in the scene.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I didn't mean
Yasmina, no, I want you in the scene too.
It's okay if
Indeed,
everyone
no,
else
no,
makes
no.
more sense unless
I'm
I
gonna,
want you
I'm
to
gonna
be.
like you. I think it's important to think about who hasn't been in enough scenes.
I can be left out.
You're left out, Indy. So you're off doing something, and I'm having a talk with the group at home.
So it's all of us except for Kit.
And Kit, where are you? What are you off doing?
I found a broken Nox in the trash, and I'm
And-
trying to learn it.
You're like
So you're trying to like be friends with them, kind
I'm
of.
trying to
thing.
learn it. I
you're
took
like
it apart.
dissecting it.
I can't figure out. It doesn't have any batteries, but the cable doesn't look like it plugs into the wall.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm doing.
And so all of us are where?
So I've called a meeting.
Okay.
Um, I called this meeting today because I think we need to have an important conversation about the Nox. Now, as we know, some of our own friends, some of our links, some of our Stashas are trying to befriend the Nox, and I am here to say that they mean nothing but harm to us.
Why would you say that?
Because, don't you understand, they're not like us. They are made from hard materials. They are made from glowing demon magic.
But the under the bed Nox, they've been helpful. They've given us more information about the Andrew.
Yasmin,
Not just Bun.
Yasmina, we
Harold
should not
knows
trust
that.
the Nox.
Bonnie. I'm up on the bed, like kind of peeking over, looking. Bonnie, listen to yourself. You're saying, what if that were you, that had fallen, who am I? Hello, good day. Sorry, I was like,
I
like
couldn't
a New
get
Yorker.
it. Yeah.
What if that were you who'd fallen behind the bed and had been forgotten? Would you want us to treat you like this?
Chloe, that's not fair. I'm trying to look out for my friends. Don't you understand what can happen out there in the world, Chloe? You don't know. You were never ripped apart. You don't understand.
I know you've been through a lot of hard times. But the Andrew we now know is real.
Little Pat isn't wrong. I warned you. I warned you all.
The before.
The end is near.
All right.
Asu is coming. And the Nox are coming.
Well, if we're expected to survive Asu, we need to do it together.
That's
These
what I
Nox
think.
under the bed, they have a lot of information.
That's how
They
I
can
feel.
tell us what it was like before when the first Asu and the first Andrew happened.
You think other toys are going to help figure out why the child is not playing with us as much?
I told you we all needed to band together for a long time and nobody wanted to listen.
He's Tenderheart. Jerry is right. Jerry's right. We're losing the child, and these Nox are taking him from us. They are our enemy.
Little Pat's not wrong.
But our job is to be there for the child and to be there when the child wants to play with us. We can't affect when the child decides to pick you up and play with you for an hour and link you up together. That's not up to us.
I haven't been linked in years. I told you the real enemy is the mother.
Oh.
It's the mother.
Tenderheart, you're just so anxious. It can be
Jerry,
difficult.
You'd be anxious too if you got left out in the Andrew.
Oh.
You're the only one not.
Oh.
I've been warning you. None of you ever want to talk to me. Yes, I'm missing an eye. Yes, my talk box sounds kind of weird now, but I'm your friend.
I
Sometimes-
look over at Yasmina and I'm kind of like nudging, like, would you please pull me down and wrap me around him?
And I have like a cool little.
And I flop down and just like thunder blanket you a little bit.
Boy, it's taken about 6 years for that, but that feels great.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it, that Chloe would help Jerry? They both have electricity running through them.
Look, we've all survived somehow. The Nox and us, right?
Yeah.
So, if we're together, we will survive the Asu too. We just have to believe. The child has been there our whole lives for us. Why can't we be there for them?
Well said, Yasmina. I agree.
I think the answer lies in the dark.
Scene.
All right.
Bun the whole time was just at the bar.
Okay, and now I discard my card, which was an Act 2, and I pick my Act 3. And it's your turn, Michelle.
Oh.
So stupid. I missed your song that you do at the beginning. The like lo-fi thing that you always sing to. Oh yeah.
Pencil tops.
Yeah. So stupid. Oh, it makes me laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna choose the evolve action.
Okay.
As pressure builds, we change in ways big and small. As we change, so too does our language. So I'm gonna make a connection and play on an aspect from the current age and choose a word from the previous age. And I think I kind of want to blend the Andrew with the fear of the dark somehow, because I like the idea that now that we've discovered these toys who live in the dark, that the idea of the abject fear of the dark is sort of in the past, just like the Andrew is.
Yeah, it's changed.
You know, like we've like our fear of the dark has evolved now that we know that like not every dark is scary. So I want to blend the Andrew and
So maybe Andrew specifically means something scary. Is that what you're saying?
no, so that like
Oh.
because we were saying like I want to blend the fear of the dark to Andrew in like the like how Andrew specifically meant the past. I want to make a word that means like our fear of the dark, like how we were afraid of the dark.
Well, now here's the other thing that card can mean is that we still say the Andrew, but now the Andrew refers to that.
Oh, okay.
The word
Or
has
can
now
we
evolved.
make a second word?
We can you can do whatever you want. But the term like evolve a term, you could change the concept of it without changing the word. You can blend two together. You can. It's so
I have something
interpretive.
kind of like that, and the example of these might be helpful. It says the word assassin originated as a reference to a religious act, but it now means anybody who does that deed, regardless of its affiliation.
Right.
If that's at all helpful for your example.
Mine says skip the build a word phase, so I can't do the whole like.
That I think that right there says you're not supposed to make a new term. You're supposed to evolve an old term.
Okay.
Take something and apply it somewhere else.
Yeah, you're changing one of our words essentially.
So maybe I'm using Asu.
Okay.
Instead of the Andrew. And I think Asu used to mean like a terrifying omen that we knew was bad and everyone was scared of. And now Asu means superstitious. And like a little bit of paranoia.
Can you use it in a sentence?
They are Asu.
Well, like
Like they're so
You know,
Asu,
well-
they count 3 backwards and go in a circle before walking into a whatever religious place.
yeah, but maybe not like they're so Asu. It's like maybe it's like well, they believe in the Asu. You know, it's like, oh sure, if I was gonna follow the Asu, or like I don't really believe in Asu.
Almost like it's
Sounds like a
heathen.
religion.
Almost like it's astrology.
Like it's always
Astrology,
like oh those
okay.
I put-
aces.
yeah,
I
like
put-
horoscopes or something.
I put fantasy. Like basically, you're saying the Asu is like the term Asu.
I think it
is
should be superstition.
superstition.
Yeah. I think it should be like Asu now. Like some people, if they see the Asu, they're terrified of it. But
some people
but
are
I'm
like,
evolved
"That's
enough now
ridiculous.
to
I'm
know
not
that
afraid of
it's a sign
Asu."
on a wall.
Yeah.
So Asu almost means like a provincial, quaint, like old
Superstitious.
thinking.
Yeah. Oh.
Non-evolved.
Yeah. It's like sure, if I was gonna believe in the Asu of it all, I would be terrified.
Right.
Okay. What's your scene? I'm gonna start. We're at like 8:05, so I'm gonna start putting quick things. So let's try to keep our scenes at like 2 minutes or so instead of
Okay.
5 or 6.
So it's the tides of change pull on us. is
I mean,
my-
I am too, but I don't know if everyone is.
What?
kind of tired, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay,
I'm
it's-
losing steam.
let's
It's
push.
the tides of change pull on us, and I want it to be, I think, Jerry and Babe and Yasmina and Harold.
Harold, Jerry,
And what's
Yasmina,
what's
and Babe.
the thing? What's the
No,
prompt?
Yasmina.
Oh,
Yasmina,
Oh, I
Jerry,
said
and
yeah,
Mr.
Yasmina,
Bun-Bun.
Harold,
What is the
and
prompt
Jerry.
again?
The
Yeah.
prompt is the tides of change pull on us. That's
Okay.
And
that's
her
all I-
word is that Asu is changed to mean like superstitious.
yeah.
So someone would have to
Okay.
think it's silly, and someone would have to think it's not. I think you know.
You don't think it's silly.
Well, we
I
all
don't
know
think
what I
it's
believe.
silly.
Well, let's just go into it. But I don't want to call it because it
Yeah.
fills me
The
with.
thing is,
Jason, you have to call
I
it.
think they both think it's silly, but
I'll
I
call
don't
it.
really think
Yeah.
it's silly. But
I'm
I don't
always
really
like,
believe in
that
it.
puts me
Does
on.
that matter?
I'm like, I don't know.
It's-
if this
it's
is
up
it.
to you.
It's the way you
Call
feel.
it.
Yeah,
It's your character.
Where are we?
Yeah, what's the situation?
Maybe I've just left to go try to break contact with. I've left you, and I'm like, I'm gonna go make friends with those things that they sit on top of the game, the amiibos.
Amiibos.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're like little figurines that you stick
From
on
Nintendo,
top of
you
the
know,
Nintendo.
and you could get like
And it's like an
special
RFID
things
thing.
in-game
Oh.
if you had
But it's not
I
a
forgot about
toy. It's
those.
just like a weird
It's like an action
figurine.
figure.
Yeah, it's a figurine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not an
with
action figure.
coding at the bottom, and so if you had like a specific Zelda one, you could get like a specific saddle. Or
Yeah,
a
exactly.
horse,
And
or
so I've seen
armor.
the new toys come in, and I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to these new toys, and I tell you guys that, and then I leave, and maybe it prompts the like.
Right.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what happens when she comes back. I will say that one with the sword and the blonde hair is pretty cute.
Kid's gonna be missing an arm or something.
Why would you say that? Our kid?
Kit,
Oh, Kit. No, she won't. She's very brave and strong.
are you sure?
Also, she's a part of recon team.
Sure, I'll show you about recon. I went out. It was terrible.
When did you go out?
That's my whole thing. I've talked about it for years. Does
Oh,
no
you-
one listen to
you
me?
still talk about the garage
I was
sale?
put into a garage sale and I escaped
Okay.
during the Andrew.
I thought you meant under the bed.
I
I'm sorry.
saw boxes full of Asu. Asu is to be feared.
Listen, we're gonna make it through ASU. We're a strong group.
I almost did it. I'm ready to jump ship. I want a safe home. I was almost given away once. I can't do it again.
You won't. You will be here with us. We will survive the ASU.
Bun, you're there, right?
I am there. Who else? Someone else is here though too.
It's just the
you
three
three.
of us.
Oh, I thought it was the fourth person. Wait, what is the fourth?
Indy Kit might show up.
Kid
He-
might show
No,
up.
I'm not.
No, you're not in. Okay.
You believe me, don't you, Bun?
It's basically that Asu now has evolved to be
Yeah,
like
yeah. It would serve
The
you
tides
well.
of change pull on us.
But don't you both believe in the ASU?
I don't.
It would serve you well to believe in the ASU.
But I don't think it's silly. I think you believe. I think you believe in it.
Many
and that's
toys before
important
you
to
have also
you.
not believed in the ASU. And where are
What
they
I
now?
do believe in
Gone with my carrot.
is our will to survive, and we will make it through.
Count
this
your wummers
ASU.
while you can. The ASU will come for us all.
You have to believe in the older children.
But here's
Always find a
my
younger one, or we
quest-
will all perish.
Here's my question. Both of you have both survived your own Andrews and Asus, and you're still here.
I'm barely linked.
Just by luck.
Child rarely links with me.
But you're still here and loved by your community and your tribe.
I'm the only one. You think I was the only toy that Elder Child played with before?
And tell us, how did you make it? Tell us, and maybe that will help us survive.
I know one toy that can give you all the answers. It is a magic 8-ball.
I heard this was only legend.
I've only heard of it in
No.
stories.
It is there. It tells you everything you need to know.
Where is it? Have you seen it with your own eye? You have two eyes. You
I
only
do have
one
2
eye.
eyes.
I
With
have
your
two,
eyes?
just one of them doesn't work very well.
Have you seen it with your eyes?
Many
yourself?
wummers ago.
Where was it? Maybe Recon Force can find it.
The closet.
The closet.
The closet.
It's been a very long time since I've been to the closet.
I'll tell you this, Magic 8-Ball also believes in Asu.
Scene.
Bianca,
Oh,
your turn.
here's the thing. I'm paying attention to everybody else's, so I'm not like looking before my turn.
Right, that's okay, because that's why it's helpful that we can all talk about the words, you know?
Can I use an Act 1 and Act 2?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
know,
you can.
that's
If I
what I
like
was
my Act
thinking
one?
about
Absolutely.
doing too.
Great.
So I'm
Great.
gonna do the same thing. Technology.
Okay.
A vital tool for the isolation. It may be something from the outside world or that we've developed ourselves. I like the idea that maybe it's something we've made with that Recon Force has made with the Nox. So it's like light and darks technology put together to create some sort of tool that we use.
So there's something that the Nox helped out with that surely some of us would be wary of.
Yeah, like maybe the folks who don't like the under the bed Nox.
Mm-hmm.
This
So-
is not digital. Only the under the bed Nox people.
So what's it called?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what it is first. Like
a vital tool.
a vital tool. Like I'm wondering if it's something like
What if it's a renewable charger?
Yeah, a battery charger.
Oh.
Those
They
renewable,
found
reusable batteries.
They found renewable batteries, and we've been scrounging for batteries to keep Tender Bear
Right,
Heart alive.
but now
and
if you've got the little green stripe, you can just charge your batteries overnight.
Or it
and
could be
that's
something like a wall outlet that plugs directly into a toy, so you don't need a battery.
and the Nox have it, and so they're like offering it to us as like we can share.
yeah, they have like a USB charger or something.
But is this a word for
I
something
think that's
specific, or is it a
DC.
word for an idea?
I
oh,
think
I thought it says a vital tool for the isolation.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's something specific.
I like the idea of a cord because in like under the bed, you know how there's outlets down there, and you
Yeah.
just like,
Never
that you can
use.
never get to.
Oh, what
Oh
if
my
it's like
God,
one of those
absolutely.
like
Yeah.
octopus adapters that you can like plug in and
Several
it'll like
things?
well no like it has like an adapter that's sized for every type of input. So
And
it's like
a
a
forgotten power strip. Power
It's been
cord.
run by
Yeah.
all the Legos forgotten under the bed because they never get electrocuted, so they learned how to do electrical.
The Lego people do
Yeah.
electrical. Okay, so like yeah, maybe we've worked out some sort of relationship with the under the bed knocks. We send our Lego guys in, and they
Legos have
We
learned-
could call it the spark. You know, we could just call it something simple.
Yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to be a vital tool.
We go to the spark for life.
Do we like it?
spark. I kind of like the idea of like something less flashy, like the cord.
Yeah.
Okay. The cord is fine.
The
Cord is
strip.
Yeah.
I kind of like the cord
All right. It's your
cord.
call.
because it's boring.
The cord.
But the cord
Not
to
to
us
us.
is like,
All right. A scene. Who do you want in it?
and this oh, this is so scary. Okay, let's say it's because you're the healer person.
Yeah.
Let's say it's you and Kit, because I feel like Kit and Yasmina have probably the most contact with the under the bed knocks people. So you're kind of afraid of.
I'm
the
afraid of
cord,
them. Yeah.
But you see its benefits.
I see, and I'm a healer, so I want that.
Yeah.
But it's in my character description that I think one of
maybe
these
it's
aspects is
you
all of our
two,
problem.
Maybe it's you two, and Glowy is running real low on power, and needs.
Oh,
Okay. And
I love that.
The scenario or the thing on the card says technology gone wrong.
Oh no.
Okay.
It's just like Grey's Anatomy.
So maybe Chloe. Maybe Chloe's like he needs.
Wait, I have a thought.
Okay. Okay. So maybe we're on the bed, and who's are you with us, Jerry?
No, it's
Wait,
me.
No,
sorry,
no,
do
no.
I have to
Kit's
pick
with
a
us.
2 again or 1
Pick
again?
a 3.
But
Oh,
like,
I need a 3 too.
Oh, it's the 3-pack. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. We're on the bed then.
On the bed, is it nighttime? Is it daytime?
Maybe it's turning tonight.
Maybe
Maybe it's dinner time.
yeah,
dinner time.
he's at dinner.
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say, so
and
you
if-
can
yeah,
charge
he's gone
before
for a
the
couple
kid
of
comes
mummers.
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chloe, how bad is it?
How bad is what?
You're dim, glowy.
Chloe, we've all noticed that your dim is going away, and
No, I'm fine.
Chloe, it's happening.
Glowy, you used to light up that section of the wall, and now you barely light up the pillow.
Daylight savings?
Glowy, it's time to trust the cord.
No, Kit. Absolutely not. We're not there yet. We need to figure out more batteries. We need to figure out maybe the child can help. We have to ask other things. We can't trust the cord.
So now you believe in the Yesu. You're one of those.
You know that I had my Andrew, and I know that you never had one. So you don't understand what it's
You
like,
know what
Kit.
my Andrew is. Getting ganking batteries for all of you.
You
You know who's never asked me for a battery? The Knox. Because they have the cord.
Well, maybe you should join the Gankin' Knox.
Everyone in the room.
Barney,
Sorry, I didn't mean
Barney,
to say that.
kid, don't fight. I suppose now is as good as time as any to show you something. I bend my head forward, and you see there's a switch on the back of my neck, and it has a symbol of a battery, and then it has a symbol of a cord.
It's time for the cord, Glowing.
Chloe,
Or in a little outlet, like an AC, DC.
It'll be a couple of wummers. I'll be gone and I'll be back before you know it.
Cord won't reach. I have to leave the bed. I've never left the bed.
I know, Glowy.
Chloe, be honest. Are you one of them?
Of who?
You work like they do. The Knox?
I wrap you up.
That feels good.
Barney, I'm what they call mid-tick.
Mid-tick?
Mid-tick. I'm both battery operated and cord operated. I remember my first memory was of a large child who said, "We've done it. We've invented Midtic." I didn't know what it meant, and I fell asleep. The next thing I knew, I woke up and I was in the child's arms. But I think that means I can walk between the worlds.
All I care about is that losing you doesn't become my Andrew. I want to plug you in.
Chloe, I'm awful afraid because what if you go down there and you become one of them and you never come back?
I look out the window and the sun's like just starting to like dip. I think we have to do this.
Your
And I
glow
think
is,
we-
like, dimming.
And I think we have to do it now.
It's time, Chloe. Before your name doesn't even make sense.
Scene.
I just
Thank
got
you.
that.
Scene.
Ooh.
Ryan, it's your turn.
So my card is traitor, an act of utter
Is it alright that I made up a word?
I'm gonna add it right now.
Okay.
an act of utter selfishness that stuns us all. What do we call the act of the people who commit it? A traitor lives among us. To me, given these themes, it would be something about like fucking up someone's wiring so they can't be charged, either by battery or the cord.
Maybe the digital knocks. The ones
What do
we
you
don't
mean?
like the Switch and stuff.
Sure. I'm sure we would have known about this too at some point, that like, because we already know that like batteries can give people life.
Uh huh.
We know that you have to go seek them out, etc.
But now we know about cords, which are in the back of.
Right. I think there would be some sort of unspeakable act, which would be somehow fucking up someone else's wiring or something.
Power source.
So power source that they cannot charge. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, say that again, Ryan.
So the card is traitor. An act of utter selfishness stuns us all.
And it's like kind of
To me, it's
Murder
it's
almost?
it is. It's a form of
Murderous.
murder because you're destroying someone's ability to receive an electric charge, either through cord or battery.
okay. So when did this happen? That brought this word about.
I would imagine that it's maybe something that Harold has seen in the past, but we've never seen. But I wonder if maybe it happens. It clearly can't happen to one of us, or it could and set the time.
So you knew about a traitor that fucked up.
Or maybe
somebody's
like we all
The
know
word
it's a
is
thing.
traitor.
Wait,
The
is
word
this
is
supposed to be a
traitor.
traitor in the past or a traitor scene that we do?
No, so
where
he's
someone's
specifically making the name mean
I
someone
mean, how
who
much
is-
plot am I allowed to introduce? Because we could go as far as me saying that someone does it to like.
Yeah,
that's what
one
I
of
thought
us.
you
you
were
are
saying.
allowed to. So you cannot kill another character.
I'm not saying we'd kill them right now, but you're setting a timer in motion because they only have as
Greg
much
is
life
dead.
as there's charge
But
left in their body.
just so you know, you guys can decide that your character dies, and you continue the game with a second character that comes in. You know, you could take over one of the.
Like, for example, I'm not saying we do this, but for example, like if I were to fuck up Glowy's charge, he's not going to die right away, but he only has as much charge. He only has as much life left in him as there's charge in him. So like that could be something that happens where.
I think it's tough to make anyone at the table a traitor because it's really hard to come back from that.
Right.
But maybe one of our
There's also
close friends.
someone from the Knox could. I don't know. Are we?
Oh, that would be lovely. Like if someone that we've all been like debating back and forth being good or not,
Did
or
something
good or
bad.
not, does something bad.
Are we on bad terms with the Knox? Are we?
We're on conflicted terms with them.
We're
Some of
conflicted.
us, some of us like them,
It
and
depends.
some of us don't.
Like we've been. I won't speak for her. I feel like Recon Force has been working with them to find new technologies to create like.
And
I think I think being scared of them is being a little asu about that.
and I'm convinced that they're going to bring
And
about the
he's-
destruction of
yeah.
us.
I like
Right.
I like them under the bed because it means I don't have to leave the room when I get charged.
What if
Right.
there was something? What if there was like a misunderstanding where like a toy ventured under the bed to the Knox, and the Knox attempted to help them, but then fucked up their wiring, and the toy. We
The toy
found
would-
the toy dead.
Or they just found the toy's wiring was already destroyed.
Yeah, something
Right?
where,
We come upon
Yeah.
a toy whose wires are everywhere,
And it
and
was-
we
what
believe
Or
the
they-
Knox did
happened.
it.
Their
yeah.
wires are fucked up, like got chewed on, and they plug them into the cord and they're
It's
short.
so
Yeah,
someone went to talk or
destroying the cord.
Yeah.
Setting them
Oh,
on fire.
no.
Maybe we should save destroying the cord till Act 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is a good. I think it's a great idea. But let's get to like the cord maybe a little before we, because
Alright.
Kill it.
it's a great like divisive thing right now.
But I think
Yeah.
like a misunderstanding.
All right, let's get in
Okay,
it.
so let's get
Okay.
the word.
So
Traitor.
I was gonna say like decorded or something, but I don't.
I mean, looking at our previous words, you could go off of gank and be like a ganker or something.
do I have to make it?
A ripper,
You don't have to
a
do any.
puller,
But
feel like
gank
rip-
is also an expletive.
A Genku?
Well,
a ganking blank.
well, it's
A
like
ganking
I was thinking a
ripper,
ganker is someone who betrays.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
it's like
like
saying fucker.
yeah, basically. But
Saying
it's
Maybe something like
fucker.
shorted, like short circuit or something.
A circer.
so are you, so
circle?
your word's not, you're not making a word for traitor. You're making a word for a traitor's action.
Yeah. What is it? What is it? The
To short.
act of
Shorted.
shorting someone.
All right, shorting.
Shorting. Yeah.
You're
Okay,
shorted.
to short someone is to remove,
Destroy their
to
ability
destroy their ability
to
to
charge.
accept
And,
charges.
and a
makes them a
person who
traitor.
who shorts someone
Is a
is
shorter. Is a ganking shorter.
It's a
Or-
ganking shorter.
And someone got shorted.
Yeah,
it's like-
someone gets shorted. Yeah.
Even just beyond that, it could be just someone who destroys any other toy's ability to be able to be.
I'm calling it sabotage. Is shorting.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can use it like as a noun, as a verb, as a.
Yeah. Okay, what's the scene?
I would like to say that I'll put myself in the scene, and the other toys come upon me doing some sort of like funeral ceremony for the shorted toy that I've discovered.
Okay, what others do you want in the scene with you?
We'll say Jerry, and we'll say Kit.
Okay, Kit, Jerry, and Harold are in a scene.
And the toy that we've discovered that has been, we think has been shorted, is what? What's a good electric toy?
What about one of those ones that's like moo, cow, moo?
Oh,
spinner?
A speak and spell.
Yeah,
A
like the
speak and
spinner, speak and spell.
Yeah, okay. It stopped working.
The speak and spell, otherwise known
The
as.
one like
car.
from ET, like those ones.
No, I'm saying, Robert, it's like the rotary one where you like pull the handle and it goes like.
Oh, it's a preschool. It's a Fisher Price toy.
Move.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we had a speak and spell, and it was running out of battery. We sent it to the Knox
To get fixed.
to get fixed, and then it was discovered by Recon, destroyed.
Can we also note that the speak and spell's actual name is Amanda?
Okay, and the speak and spell's name is
I would say we didn't find it destroyed, but we found it dead near the edge of the bed because it was trying to come back, and it
Okay.
died along the way.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so we just figured that they killed it.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so I'm
Just FYI, it's called a Fisher Price See and Say.
So I say the toys come upon me, and I'm hovering over Amanda, and I'm saying back to Amanda the things that she would always say as like the last rites. So the cow says moo.
No.
keep going.
The bird says cuckoo. Oh, Amanda, we shall
Harold.
miss you.
What
Stasha.
happened?
It's Amanda. She's been shorted.
Oh my god!
You can't charge her anymore?
That's what shorting means.
I mean, you're using the literal term and not just like, oh, that ganker shorted me?
We sent her to the Knox, and now here she is. Dead, never to be revived. Oh, Amanda. The dog says bark.
There's no way she was shorted. It's got to be a mistake. Let me see.
What say you, Jerry?
I was just at the bar and I saw Amanda walking back and I saw her collapse and I didn't expect it, but this is horrific. How will she ever say buzz buzz again?
Oh, Amanda, the cat says meow.
Gank this. This is sabotage.
You know we can't say that word.
I'll say what I
Amanda
gank well,
will never say it
please.
again.
Oh my
She's
god.
been shorted.
I'm gonna go to the Knox and I'm gonna find out what happened.
She was only gone for such a few number of wummers.
I know I look like a skeptical toy, but I don't think they would kill anybody.
That's how I feel. Did anyone even see her go to the Knox?
I did. When I was at the bar, the coolant tastes amazing this time of day.
Oh, Jerry.
It's not right. It's
I'm
so
not
sad.
I'm gonna go to the Knox and see if this really was a shorting.
You can't go alone.
Scene. It's your turn, Kier.
This fully unlocked a memory for me.
It's my turn.
I found a picture of the scene, say you guys, that like I had as a child.
Nice.
And I'm looking at the picture of it, I'm like, oh my fucking god. This
I
is
would-
like such a memory.
I would like to evolve.
Okay, what would you like to evolve?
I would like to evolve. When we were younger, we thought getting linked for playtime was a good thing, and I would like to equate that with the dark now. And it's like getting linked is we're all becoming aware of like mortality and how and it's starting to feel like a bad thing, and we're all getting weary of it because we're slowly watching toys get like retired or pushed under the bed or taken out of the room. So like getting linked is starting to become like a nightmare.
I'm going to say painful past, just to understand that. We now think of linking as a memory of something that it's hard to talk about. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it used to be so positive to us that now it's like a painful word.
Yeah.
Okay, what scene would you like to create?
I think maybe the mother is taking Rubber Ducky out of the room, and Glowy,
Whose name is Roger. Rubber Ducky.
yes, Roger is being removed from the room, but we all see it's like a box, like when I got taken out of the room, like toys are being put into one, and we know it's a bad sign. So Glowy, I think, is a part of it because of like a light that's like dimming and going up more frequently. And maybe Mr. Bun Harold is like seeing history happen again. And then I want to pick like a maybe Lil Pat.
Maybe I'm okay. Yeah, maybe I'm like, I'm still optimistic about the term link, but everyone else is kind of like,
Sure.
well,
What is
you
the
guys
thing we're
decide.
watching happen again?
The mother is taking a cardboard box and is taking
Okay,
toys
okay.
away now.
Got it.
Specifically, a rubber ducky named Roger.
Right.
Roger the duck is becoming.
And what are we evolving? Just a moment? Or
The word
link.
link.
Link
So the
link.
word link is taking on a negative connotation.
Got it.
Because playtime is becoming fewer, and toys are going away.
Mr. Bun Bun, tell me about the Asu one more time.
Oh, those toys are going to the great Asu. Some say they're going to be with their elder child. Some say there's just no more. It's the last Wummer. And then dark.
Now, I know that you all are just very scared.
Shh, Chloe, be careful. Hold on.
Fine.
I think.
Fine.
Oh,
It's all right. My trip to the court is. Hello. Good day. My trip to the court is gonna happen soon.
Chloe,
And,
what if what happened to Amanda happens to you? Don't you think that that's obviously what happened? They killed her.
no one's killing anybody. No one killed anybody. This is the natural way. And I go to try and like put my blanket around you, but I can't quite make it. This is, pardon me, the natural way of things.
Listen to me, Chloe. You're my link. And they will never be our link. Do you understand that? I will do anything I need to protect you. That's what a link is.
Patty, I know, but I'm worried about you. I think you're changing. I think we're all changing, and I just want to go back to the way things were. Why can't we go back to play? Why can't we go back to those rainy days when we just sat inside and we just played for hours and for women's and women's all day.
You know, Chloe,
I used to think you were my Linksha. But now, maybe I'm better finding a link to something different.
Buddy, what are you saying?
I'm saying that I don't think we make sense anymore on the bed together.
I can't change your mind if that's what you've decided, but
I turn to Mr. Bun Bun and I say,
If Chloe's gonna go to the court, then you should go with Chloe.
I'll go with you, Chloe. You'll feel the warmth of one great cord together.
and I turn and I walk away.
Scene.
For Wummer.
Right, Jay?
Okay.
That was sound.
So this one is a special occasion.
Okay.
It is a large event, something that happens. It's a word that we make up.
Like a birthday, like this, we would use it for a birthday or something.
The birthday, but I was thinking since we're kind of going to like a darker place, I was thinking like, I don't know, something like the word, like playing with the word graduation day. You know, like,
Oh, because of the ASU.
yeah.
The day we move beyond the toy
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah. Or like, I was also thinking of like, you know, what about the toys that, like, if they're, I don't want to jump on your toes, ride, but like the, you know, what happened to the older brothers' toys? Did some of them get put in like the attic?
Yeah. Or maybe
You know,
like, maybe
and-
they ascend. You know,
Yeah,
or something
right,
like that.
right. They get put in a box and they ascend.
What if it was like, if the box has like Goodwill on it? What if it was something about
Oh
that?
Yeah.
Oh, the
So-
Goodwill is coming for you or something.
Yeah.
Let's
The
all believe
goodwill,
in.
the goodwill is
And that's the
coming.
day. That's the day. The day. The special event is like oh, spring cleaning.
Is that what you call it?
Sure.
Oh my god,
Spring cleaning. But because of the age, mom's like, okay, we're spring cleaning and we don't need these toys anymore.
So we're
Oh my
calling it
God.
spring cleaning.
But can you bastardize it a little bit?
Yeah, it's called
Sprinkling?
the
sprinkling. Yeah.
Sprinkling?
It's the sprinkling.
I love that. The,
Yeah.
the sprinkling.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
And it's AKA the purge.
Yeah, we've all known to hide during the spring.
Wait, but we think it's a bad thing, or we think it's like toys ascending?
Toys go away.
It could be up to your character.
Yeah, but sometimes a dead toy gets taken, which is right and good.
You know, it's like,
But we
well,
don't know what happens from
well,
spring.
it's a religious person
Like-
would be like, death is going to God, and an atheist is like, death is the end. So we can all
Yeah,
have
that's
different
true,
opinions
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
So you think your sprinkling might be not too many Wummers away?
I think Glowy's I liked that Glowy was this kind of nice protector, and now I'm wondering if Glowy's kind of moving into this like not very present like person.
I mean, I've moved from healer to like, I'm kind of the xenophobe, you
I
know?
was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah.
But it makes sense from my character and my point of view.
I-
I'm trying to heal my friends and
Right.
keep you safe from those guys. And my character told me to, you know, have a real problem with one of our aspects, so I do.
Like I think if I've got an idea. I've got an idea for the scene.
So
who's
in
in
the
it?
scene? Sorry.
He hasn't said yet.
Let's do who are the oldest toys? in the
Jerry
room?
and Harold.
Yeah, Jerry and
We
Harold.
are.
Okay, the three of us
Okay.
are in the scene.
No.
And we've heard the term sprinkling like said by the mother to the husband,
Right.
and so we know what's happening.
Yeah.
All right, Jerry, Harold, you get all the smaller toys. Ask if the Knox is able to accommodate a couple of them in their locations, and we'll get Yaz and Kit to house all of the newer electronics in the toy chest.
The electronics don't need it. We do.
I'd like to propose something else. You forget that I have survived many sprinklings before. What if we just hide under the bed while the sprinkling happens, and let Mother take who she takes.
Last time she did that, I ended up out with Asu in the driveway.
That is how Jerry. That is how Jerry found himself forgotten.
And that's how I
First.
find myself here, having survived Asus and Andrews and so many other terrible wummers.
You're likely to ascend, and so are you. I'm going back to the Goodwill. This is crap.
Jerry,
This is a bunch of gank.
Shh. Listen. I hear someone in the hallway.
You all have lynches. I have a garage sale.
I flop off of the bed and I cover Jerry.
And I scuttle under the bed and
As-
hide behind the bedpost.
As the door opens.
And I pull you out into under the bed with me.
And I'm almost all the way under, and the door fully opens, and there's like just a little bit
Oh no.
Blanket hanging out.
of blanket hanging out.
It
Yeah.
actually catches on the end of the door and like swings you back out, and I'm like,
Maybe because you're so stressed that it sort of like is lighting up a little bit and sort of like
Glowing a little
short
bit.
circuiting.
you're short circuiting just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the only way that we can save him is to short him so he doesn't catch Mother's attention with the.
I look up at the two of you, and I just say, it's all right.
You won't die right away, but it just means
I'll never
whatever
worry.
charge is in you now is what would be left in you, and then it's done.
I look around.
Try to stay in character, gang.
I look around the
Yeah.
room. I see all of the world that I've gotten to know,
Oh no.
and I look at you and I say, do it.
No, we can't short you.
Do it. I can't leave. Please.
I only have
can't
these
leave
fluffy
this.
paws. I can't do it.
I can do it. No, I can do it.
and I like open my little tummy and I take my wires. I'm like,
And I extend
We
the
can
back.
go-
I extend the back of my head toward you.
we'll go down together.
Oh no.
Scene.
Oh.
That's the end of the second age. At this point, we are over time. I'm letting anyone. Let's talk about what to do. We
Just
we
do
have.
one at 3. Don't. Isn't that the last thing?
It's the last thing, but one card each is going to be another half hour.
No, just one, not one.
I don't
for
think that's a
each.
good way to wrap up the game.
Oh, okay.
why don't we
Yeah.
all pick one card and then
Well-
go around the room and then we all pick one from all the suggested ones?
Well, or how about this? We've got the guests next week.
Yeah, we have.
You're
guests
you're
next
gone
week.
till when?
I'm here next week. Then I'm gone 2 after.
And
that.
then you're gone 1825. And then you're back second.
Yeah.
So we could maybe pick this up after we do spooky season. We could just put like a cute little hiatus on this and like bring Ryan back and just finish it off.
I don't
in
know,
like
we probably only have 40 minutes left or so. So I don't know that another. What do we want to do?
40
Is it?
minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to
Time.
be.
It's
Another hour is a long time.
Okay.
Why don't we all just pick one card, suggest each one to the room, and then we can all pick one out of the pot.
Just to have a finale. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
can- we
saying.
can
Do you?
One
make a
last
finale.
We
scene.
can.
We
We
can
can.
also just narratively make a finale.
I think
Yeah,
we
for
okay.
that.
If we we saw, I would love to do Act 3, but let's do it this way. We're gonna skip Act 3. I'm gonna read the narrative, and then we're gonna do our epilogues for our characters.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here.
Well, also,
I
what
haven't
if we,
peed.
what
That's
if
live.
we, what if we each pick our Act 3 thing?
And just quickly be like,
well,
this is what
and
I
like
want.
create, instead of doing a whole thing, I decide what mine is. Everyone decides their Act 3 thing.
Well,
and then
so,
we make that the narrative.
There kind of is a legacy card for everyone,
Okay.
where you kind of like it gives you options of what happens to your character. So I was thinking maybe we skip. I read the Act 3 narrative, and then
yeah,
we go
let's
to
do that.
legacy.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I still have to pick it up. This is so crazy. Because you'll find out. The child is 12 years old. Playtime has not happened in months. We have grown dusty, and after a day of spring cleaning, we are placed into a cardboard box and shoved
out of here.
under the bed. Everything we just invented is here in the book.
Oh my god.
After spring cleaning, we are all placed into a cardboard box under the bed. It is dark and cramped. We have heard about the toys that get down here.
Oh. no.
What are we doing to try to get the child's attention at this point in our life? So this is kind of the
Are
end.
you sure we can't just do like 1 minute scenes and just fucking ace
Let's
through
just
it?
do the quickest things, okay? How about I like that idea. Let's just not make words. Let's just come up
like
with
just
ideas.
fucking power through this last act and 15 minutes tops.
Each person, what if it's not a scene? This round is just Michelle picked a card. Michelle says, "This is what happens
Over
with
there.
these characters," and then we go down.
That's
the
what
line.
I'm saying.
Yeah, like, and then
Okay,
we can
yeah.
do legacy card and not have to worry about it.
Does anybody have Act 3?
I just gave you one.
So I think legacy cards. There's only 6. So.
You just pick one?
Oh,
And then they have 3 options on there. Okay. So my 3. I think what makes the most sense is to go right to
Our narratives.
Our narratives.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so
I think
too.
so.
So I'm actually going to read the final narrative as well.
oh, we're not doing 3.
We're not going to do Act 3 at all. So what happened there is we were all placed into a cardboard box for spring cleaning and put under the bed.
Which
and
is crazy.
now,
Sprinkling, please. Sprinkling.
Just sprinkling.
The great sprinkling has happened.
Yeah.
and now,
That we knew to
and
fear.
after that, shortly after that, we were in a black plastic bag. And that's where we all are now. We are in the hallway being waited to take to the garbage. The only thing worth thinking about is our happy memories of the child. What would we like to do to make sure we can be remembered? So that's what happened to our isolation is I think maybe we kind of went to like a small war with the electronic toys. Like some of us hated them and some of us wanted to be friends and we all started to fight over it. And in the process, the kid continues to grow up and suddenly we're all in that bag together.
We all broke each other.
Yeah, like we broke the plastic toys.
We broke the Nintendo Switch.
We all
got broken in the process.
and we're all being like,
We're all junk.
and now we're in the bag together with the things we broke.
Yeah.
That's where the narrative ends. So now tell us what happens to your characters. And it's possible.
We could do
Okay, so
the card and not do scenes.
That's
We
what
could do
you
Act
were
3.
saying,
I think
but
we just read our
think that's-
narrative.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
each gonna have a.
We're already over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have a lot to talk about. In this
I know I'd love to
card.
do it properly because I'm super into our story right now.
I know.
Okay. At the end, I'm going to go with a ritual for the dead. The end of my story is little Pat, upon seeing all the damaged toys and all the damaged knocks in the bag, suddenly is filled with remorse, and his healer instincts kicks in, and he starts trying to repair the broken knocks, and I think he has small success, and he gets one of them back to functional, and he realizes that he was so afraid of losing the room that he betrayed everything he cared about. And now that that's been taken away from him, he feels foolish and he redevotes himself to being a healer and goes back to his kinder ways. And he's okay with his future because he's been trashed before.
I think that Kit got separated. Kit's two halves were once again separated. And
Oh no.
yeah, and so my
dismembered, basically.
my little pony body is like somewhere above me in the bag, and I'm like face against the plastic, just a torso and arms with my lantern, and my light has gone out, and I just feel like a deep, profound sense of relief that I no longer have to make my hobbled together body work anymore and be useful. and I can just rest because I was broken a long time ago and I was reformed into something that worked. But now I finally get the release of being broken. And I'm not two things anymore. I'm just one, even if it is only half of myself. So I'm just relieved.
Mine says saying goodbye, or the one I'm choosing, saying goodbye to what was once normal. And since I'm a magician, I never used any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that I actually was able to hide from the sprinkling and was able to make it out of the window. So I was on the ledge.
You
and
escaped.
I watched it all happen, knowing I couldn't do anything.
Oh.
And watching all of my friends' hearts fall
Torn in half.
Seeing Kit's body in half, and all of your carrots are gone, and I just kind of look on the windowsill and start crying. And as I turn to go away, in the shot it becomes a wide, and as she turns to go away, you can see she's got a speech box, and she has Jerry's speech box from his tummy.
Oh.
And she kind of takes a deep breath and jumps down the, what is it called, the gutter thing, and heads down into the sewers.
I think Mr. Bun Bun does get caught up in the trash bag, and his final act for the child is he takes the 2 remaining carrots from his apron and he tosses them out into the room in hopes that the child will find them and have something to remember him by.
Aww.
And I think once he is inside of the trash bag, crammed up against some Knox, he sees that there's a child Knox that is clutching to the 3rd carrot and has had it the whole time.
Aww.
I got a grave misunderstanding, and so I think after we have our moment where I sacrifice my voice box, I get sewn up again, and start looking out the window just because I'm start wondering, was I wrong? And then I see across the street garage sales happen everywhere, and that I actually had a chance for a second life. And so when the sprinkling happens, I wedge myself between the bed and the wall while everything happens. And then on the way out, see the garbage bag of my friends and escape into somebody else's garage sale to hopefully get one more chance.
Mine says, how will you be remembered? So I think the wires were severed, so I stopped blinking out. I think that bought me enough time to just stay in the room until the massive sprinkling happened. And I think the kid grows up, and I think the kid becomes an artist. And you just see the kid with their partner, with a tiny, tiny little baby, walking into their nursery and laying it down. And then as they walk out to the door, they turn the light off, and they've made this beautiful glow mural on the wall that glows in the dark for their kid.
Can there just be little pictures of all of us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they've made their room. They've made their room in the mural of and you see
All
you
the
see
characters.
Indy and the centaur, and you see the magician, you see everybody, and you even see some of the forgotten under the beds, and it's just this great friendship mural, and then kind of what you think is kind of this cool green sky that glows, but it ends up going with this tiny little stupid face.
Aww.
And this little mobile plays a really beautiful song as their kid sleeps.
Aww.
I'd like to end the game with a little fast forward to a new family in the house and a new baby.
The original house.
In the original house. And the new baby looking at all the murals and giggling. And then maybe the mom says, "What is this black bag doing in the closet?" And we'll end there.
And we'll pick that back up again in Halloween because that bag is not the one you think.
That got me very emotional at the end.
Yeah, we.
I'm kind of bummed we couldn't do the third act because I think it would have been so sad.
Yeah.
But that's the
I think
game.
that was a great ending, though.
That's-
Well, now that we know how to play, I feel like we could introduce this again like in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. It'll be
and do it
different
one more
every
time.
time.
Yeah, there's I mean all the scenarios are in here. I don't have to do anything.
How many
so-
scenarios are in there?
16.
Oh,
Oh.
right.
Oh, yeah.
And we wouldn't be taking up the first however long.
Exactly.
We'd be able to get through it all.
Totally. Next time we'll pick the scenario before we start and we
There we
know
go.
and we know
And this
all the
will all
rules
just be
now.
in the Andrew.
Yeah, and this will all just be in the end. Look at, I mean, just in our 2, look at all the words we made in just our 2 acts.
Here we go.
We had a whole thing, and people were using so many of these words over and over again. It felt like we really were. Like it got to the point where it was easy for us to use our language. And this is a little dialect that only exists to this group of 6 people, and it's unique and special, and it's ours. And that's the game of dialect. And
That's a cool game.
I hope you pick it up.
Yeah.
I hope you
Shout
pick it
out
up
the
and play it at
makers,
home.
the
Yeah,
game
shout out the makers of
makers.
Dialect.
Yeah.
Gosh, the makers of dialect are Himes and Selioglu.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay, great.
I think I-
How recent
yeah.
is this? How recent is this game?
It was on Kickstarter like 5 years ago.
Oh, cool. Well,
Cool.
shout
Very
out to the
cool.
game
Very
Yeah.
fun.
It says it is intended for 5 players at max. So by adding another player, we added a little more time.
Yeah.
And it does say it should take between 3 and 4 hours.
Got it.
I actually think that's accurate.
Yeah,
it would have been
it
about
is.
3.5 hours. And next time if we want to try to finish it, we can cut our opening intro short and just try to clip along the game.
Yeah.
Well, and we don't
Yeah,
have to
maybe
sit
we
through the like
pick-
tutorial
Yeah.
phase
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah,
we can
exactly.
like
That was
maybe
great.
pick all of our things and we
Yeah.
start the stream right on the first thing.
Thank you for hanging out with us for an extra 25 minutes
Thank
tonight.
you.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Oh my
my
gosh,
Thanks for hanging
goodness.
with us,
So
you guys.
much, everybody.
We'll see you next week with
That's right.
with 2 special guests.
2 guests.
Right.
Oh
Big
yeah, you're right.
deal.
I don't want to. Everyone in the chat, you're right. I robbed you. It's a dialect that the 6 of us and everyone in the chat knows.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone who was here with us.
Now we can reference that this happened in the Andrew.
Yes.
The Andrew.
That's all in the Andrew.
Andrew.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Sorry.
Next week we have 2 very special guests joining
We're
us.
so excited.
They are big influencers on Twitch, so we're really excited to have them joining us on our game.
Yeah, what
and
is their handle? We'll
We're
You know
gonna
what?
post all
We will
about
be
it.
posting
It'll
all
be
about it.
all over our socials.
Yeah,
all
it's
that.
exciting, and maybe next week we'll have a slew of new viewers. I don't know. We'll find out. Come join us and be there. We'll see you.
See you next
soon.
Monday, everybody.
Bye.
Born from the stories whispered in dead of the night. They burn our pages, but we're damned to survive. We flirt with dying, cause the fear tastes like wine. Heathens creep like demons in the moonlight. They hate our morals, we don't play by their rules. We live by a loaded die in this sick game. We're your favorite misfits and we're coming for the glory. Love to hate us cause